Yay. Just go live. Anybody in there? Check 1 2 1 3 1 2. Does the mic work? Shit. Wait. Like this. Who's the first one in there? Someone gotta come out here, eh? I'm alone here? What's going on? Is the chat not working? Is the chat glitching? I don't see chat. Wait. Something's off with the chat. 1 second, my niggas. 1 second. Is this you see the white screen in the chat? Oh, it's working now. It's working. Alright, fuck, thanks. Let's go. Wait, fuck, I close it. Hey, there we go. Alright, people. Another day, another stream, hey. Hey, March is my lucky month. I'm out to be out here, hey. I'm out to be out here. 28 people off the bat. What's good? Alright, let me go through it. Javier, what's good, brother? Aussie girl, what's good? Slim Das Sul, what's good, my friend? Mert, of course, always in there. You know, the dog's always in there, of course. Vanessa, doing good. Guest Franz, what's good, brother? Johnny Kenny, yes, sir. Fernando Salvadier, yes, sir. And guys, I don't want to doom and gloom, right? I'm not one to manifest a negative reality for any of us, right? But just let me show you this fucking thing I saw on Twitter. Just let me show you this one thing. Actually, put this in here. Let me show you something, guys. This really made me think. I'll keep it real with you guys. This is something that made me think. Not often does something really hit hard with me, you know. I see something and I start like thinking about it, you know. Not always does happen. Just let me set it up 1 second. Window capture. Alright. You see that? Now wait, I gotta put myself on top of it. I gotta put it like this. Alright, so check this shit out. So this is what I saw just recently on Twitter, right? This is what I saw posted on 4chan. It was on 12/21/2006, right? So they chose a date 12/21, right? That's the number one thing we see here. 12/21, 12 was 21. There's a 33 in there, right? That's why the Mayan calendar say 12/21. They say it's gonna be end of the world, right? 6 years before it even became a thing. So he chose that date. Hey B, you guys are going to think I'm lying, but I'm from the year 2032. I'm not gonna try to promise anything. Believing me is up to you. I'm not a time traveler. It's really complicated. Blah blah blah. Enjoy the time you spend here. No, he's here because he misses the 2000s. You cannot believe how fucked up things are in the future. I just want you to know it doesn't matter how bad things are right now. It gets a lot worse. Okay, wait. My camera is. Let's put it like this. All right. So, what do we think, right? Who is this guy? A time traveler? Time traveler sending us real, different knowledge? Let's see what I have in store. Enjoy the time you spend with your family and friends and family while you still can, before a virus kills all of them. Mind you, this was 2006. Enjoy the online freedom and privacy before everything gets taken away. Okay? Enjoy the peace before the entire world starts to rip each other apart. Only if you know how bad things can get. So again, I don't want to doom and gloom. I just want to show you guys this perspective. For the next 10 years, you're going to fight over stupid things. Politics are going to get ugly. Everyone's going to start to hate each other. But trust me, you're going to remember those days are as good memories. You're going to hate the black man, the orange man. Like, what do you mean orange man, bro? This was 2006. You have no business talking about the orange man. Senile old man. Okay, you're going to turn everything into political measuring contest. After everything gets too serious, you're gonna realize how dumb everything was. You will realize all of your problems were nothing. Everything is gonna go down as quick, disaster after disaster. I lived long enough to see horrible things. After World War III started, Nobody was ready. We were all soft. Everyone was got caught unprepared. All the world was boiling before that. Wars, economic crises, natural disasters, pandemics. But not many things not many could see things escalated this bad. One day you are minding your business, probably concerned about gas prices, some stupid shit. The other day you're watching people from radiation sickness. I still remember the first day of war. Woke up in the morning, clueless what's going on. Saw the internet going crazy over the Russian nuke. Shit. Anyway, the internet is nothing but this footage. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, so again, is this real? Is this not? Is this a time travel? There's a lot of fucked up shit going on in Fortune, obviously, right? But is this real? So the point I'm really trying to capture. Wait, let me check. No, not this one. Fuck this one. Yes, there we go. So really, the point. This is lagging. Do you see the chatting screen? It seems stuck for me. A bunch of reading straight off the bat. Hey guys, I'll get you in a second. Don't worry, I'll get you in a second. So anyways, this hit hard for me. This hit home for me. This hit home for me because we gotta be appreciative. Like, I'm looking back now in the 2020s and like, what a good time that was. What a simple time that was in this timeline. In the 2000s. I'm born 1999, right? So I grew up in the 2000s. That was a fucking brilliant time, bro. People didn't have phones. People weren't, just stuck on the phone, everything they're doing. People were going out. We were spending time outside, bro. I grew up outside. We were having fun out there. We weren't worrying about no fucking social media bullshit. We were going out there having fun, right? That was kind of, now I'm thinking back, that's how life should be. It shouldn't be about, content. It shouldn't be all about this social media shit. It shouldn't be all about, it shouldn't be all about this motherfucker here. Fuck this shit. Think of what would the world be without a phone? Some would say the world would be a worse place. You'd have less opportunities. You can make so much money with this one tool right here. Is this satanic at the end of the day? Fuck yeah. Fuck this shit, bro. Fuck that phone. Think about it, 2000s, that was such a different time, bro. Even like, talk about the 90s, talk about 80s. Like, sure, we had our problems, but the problems, you look back at those problems now, they were nothing, really, right? Think about it. People were spending outside. People were actually interacting with each other. People going out. Life was so different. Time passed so much slower. Now it's like everything goes so fast, right? Days are like, there's no 28 hours on a clock. The fuck is 16, on a good day, there's 16 hours in a day, right? Time just goes like that. Because so much time gets sucked up into this. So much time gets sucked up into these electronic devices that we just didn't have back in the day. Think about it. We would go out, we would fucking ride bikes and, do some stupid shit. Go out in the morning, come back during the day and be like, oh, this was a fucking adventure today, eh? This was an adventure. We did a whole bunch of shit. Now go to sleep and do it again next day, right? That was brilliant. Nowadays, it's like, it's so different, Everything's so different. So this just made me realize now, 2010s, we think, things started getting crazy 2010s. Nothing was getting crazy. Life was good in the 2010s. But we were chilling. That was a good fucking timeline, no? That was a good timeline in the 2010s. We were doing good. Life was good, we just had the phone coming out. We just had Snapchat, IG. All these things started popping out at the early stages. Everything was still aligned. Everything still made sense, bro. Nowadays, it's like, it's all fucking slop, you know what I'm saying? And again, I don't want to doom and gloom, but, this is the timeline we're living in. This is the fucking reality we find ourselves in, right? So going forward, think about now. Are the times we're living in now, with all the problems we have in the world, are these the good times? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna get downhill from there? Because think about when it comes to your soul, when it comes to this matrix, when it comes to the reality you present yourself in, there's bound to be, like, we talk about the separation. We talk about, this is the test, right? This is the final for a lot of people, this is gonna be the final reincarnation in this matrix. This is what I say. This is coming straight from me, right? For a lot of people, this is gonna be the final reincarnation in this matrix. Think about this, this lifetime. How would you live if this was your last lifetime? You might have lived, thousands, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands lifetimes before in this matrix, going through different reincarnations. What if this is the last one? What if this is like literally the one you can choose, either you get to the next stage, either you get out of this, or you're gonna stay here stuck in this matrix. Do you really want to be stuck in here? If you had to choose, if you had the choice right now, if every one of you in a chat, if you had a choice right now to tap out, they get outside of the matrix, right? To just like a video game, right? You're playing GTA, you press escape. You press escape, log out, and you press another video game and play something else. Play Counter-Strike instead, play League of Legends instead of, GTA. If you could do that, would you do it? I know I would. Fuck this shit, bro. I know I would. Of course, right? Because that's how the time matrices are built. You're meant to, your awareness, your sentience, who you truly are within, you're putting yourself into a matrix to experience what it has to offer. You take on the role of God, take on the role of creator, right? That's what, being, so the God energy has been so corrupted nowadays. It's like, everyone thinks it's like automatic that you have to be, there has to be one. There has to be one person that you fucking pray to. There has to be someone who's the Lord, someone who's the, God, someone who's above everybody else, right? What if, that's not the definition of God? What is the definition of God? Would be a creator, right? If you have sentience, if you have free will, you can go out there, build whatever you want. You have the choice between decisions, what you like. I like this thing. I want to eat this food, right? That's my conscious decision based on my self-awareness. What do I like more? I want to be in this reality. I want to be in that reality, because there's a preference, Preference that comes from nothing but your own sentience. Think about robots. Robots, they don't have that. They have a programmed, predestined, essentially predetermined answers to solutions based on the algorithm. We're not like this. We have an actual preference. That's what makes a difference. You might like the color purple. I might like the color green, right? We're different people. That's what makes, that's the thing. We all have free will. You can go out there and literally create anything you set your mind to. You can go out there and bring it into existence. So what does it make us different from God, the creator? You have free will. You can go out there and build whatever you want, right? You have a thought that's an organic, original thought. You can go out there and turn that thought into reality. What makes us different from that, right? What if that's the case? What if that's the, whole gist of it? So now, as a self-aware particle of the ether, you have options. Think about it. Imagine if you had options between 100 different matrices. You became self-aware. You started thinking about yourself. You woke up, as a particle of the ether, right? Think about it like the best way to describe the ether. Let me get a drink of water, my friends. Reverse osmosis water. Get yourself a filter. Reverse osmosis water, right? So, anyways, think about if you had options between. No, what I was gonna say. Think about the ether as the queen bee and a worker bee. There's two sides to the ether. On one side is the self-aware particle of the ether. On the other side is the ether particles of energy. Just like the queen bee is commanding the worker bees to go out there and collect honey. Those worker bees are going out there doing everything. They can think everything, they can know everything, but they don't know themselves, right? They're just part of the hive mind, and that's their role, right? And the queen bee is the one commanding them, do this, do that. What if, think of the ether as the same way? You have the queen bee, sentient awareness, who's woken up and can realize, command energy, and then energy, the ether particles, right? It works both ways. If there was not a queen bee, the worker bees would be just standing there doing nothing, in stasis. If there was no worker bees, the queen bee would have nothing to command, right? So as you wake up, and we are essentially, in this game, in this matrix, we are all the queen bees. We are the ones who are the ones commanding the ether, who are sentient, who have, sentient awareness. So now you have a choice. You woke up, you have preference, what you're gonna do with it. Hey, we started building time matrices. We started building platforms where energy can take manifestational form. When there's, shape, when there's time. Time was a construct. We created time. Think about it. We created time to create anticipation. So you remember yesterday and look forward to tomorrow. That's what time means, right? This is a construct. Time is not real. Time is a construct within the hologram, the matrix, right? So now you put yourself, you have these different platforms. Think about it. Think about it, if you're just logged out right now, if you press escape, log out, outside of this matrix, and you had all these different options. This is a matrix full of birds. This is a matrix full of frogs. This is a matrix where everything, all transportation is done through water slides. Maybe that's what you want. If you have, that's your authentic self, that's your preference, that's what you want to do. So you go into that matrix that aligns with you, who you are, and what you meant to, what you want to go through. How do you want to live, experience manifestation reality? You place yourself into that video game. What if that was reality? What if that was the case? How would would you take it? Which one would you choose? Would you come down to this matrix, or would you go to sub matrix that has flying enabled, that has something else enabled? Literally, think about like the limitations of. But wait, is this chat stuck, or this is just? It's moving very slow. I'm thinking one's in a chat if just to test. Put some ones in a chat. Or are you guys just listening to me yap? Is the chat working? Do you see the chat in the stream? It's still, right? It's kind of still. It's interesting. Or you are just listening in. Okay, it's working. It's just slow. All right, you guys are no one typing. Everyone's listening. That's the thing. Okay, where was I? So think about it. If you had options between different realities, if you had options between different matrices, which one would you choose? Right? Would you come down here, or you would be somewhere else? That's the thing. So in this matrix, I feel a lot of souls right now here have gotten stuck in here. A lot of souls have gotten stuck in this matrix, and we might have been stuck here for a long time. So imagine if this is the last time. We might not remember our past lives, but that doesn't mean it's not real. Think about it. When your goal as a soul is to experience life, to live as much as you can, one lifetime ain't gonna cut it, is it? One lifetime is not gonna cut it if your goal, as an avatar or a self-aware particle of ether, within a body is to experience life. How is one lifetime gonna cut it? We go through different lifetimes, through different reincarnations in different parts of the world. There's different characters with different birthdays, but it's always the same you. The same voice in your head now, that's you always been, that's you always will be, right? So think about that for a second, right? All of the different lifetimes you've been through in this matrix, all of your past life memories. There's ways to unlock your past life memories, but essentially, they're all real. They're all there. We might have gone through so many of them. So what if this is the last one? What if you gotta live your life like this is the last, essentially lifetime in this matrix? What do you need to do to get out? What do you need to do to evolve? What do you need to do to step out of it and take the next step forward, right? So that's kind of the thing, right? If you see like the picture I was pulling up before. Let me show you. Like this, the picture I was pulling up before. What if this is right? What if this guy is accurate? What if going forward it's only gonna get worse, right? It's only gonna go downhill. Look at what the fuck is happening in the Middle East. You would never think that Iran is attacking UAE and all these, neutral countries, right? By the way, shout out UAE, bro. I got friends in UAE, if you guys would believe. I got a lot of friends in the UAE, not just living there, but actually owning it. So, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? What if this is, cakewalk? What if this is, nothing at this point? What if it only goes south from here? Look at Trump, what is Trump's agenda? What is Trump's mission? He has what? He has 3 years left. Think of that, the 3 years does Trump. If Trump, quit now as a president, how would you rate, his existence, Kind of limited, don't you think? It's not that much. What has done that much? Okay, starting Space Force starting Space Force is huge in 2019. By the way, the CIA founded in a pig year. Space Force founded in a pig year. Well, I won't elaborate further. But essentially, what do you think this is it? Do you think this is, the grand play of Trump? Everything that built up, all of this stuff with the time travel, all this stuff with the hidden symbolism, like this is it? I think there's gonna be a lot more coming to it, honestly. Now look at the other side of the world. We got Putin, we got Xi, we got so much fucking bullshit going around. Who knows what the fuck is gonna happen? So at this point, it really is key not to doom and gloom, not to worry about, even if things go to shit, even if this timeline is gonna be testing us. If things go to shit, if what's the fucking phrase? If what's the phrase? Help me out in here. What's the phrase I'm looking for? If no shit, it's the fan. It's not it. Wait. Let me think. Push comes to shove, bro. If push comes to shove, what are we gonna do about it, right? What is that? That might be the test. If this is the last lifetime we have in this matrix, the separation is happening. The separation started taking place 2021. 2021, just like I told you, like this day, this post was released, 2021 is when the stellar activation cycle started. When we opened up the shift, when the Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of the world started elevating to a point where, the machines they used to measure the Schumann resonance had to be recalibrated because they weren't built to pick up such high frequencies. That's what started after 2021. And now you see more people waking up, more people awakening, more people, tapping into what we're doing here. All of us here, right? So, like, goddamn, think about it. Is that why they started pushing the vaccine? Right there, think about it. 2020, the virus came. 2021, the vaccine came. Just at the time that was supposedly gonna be the stellar activation cycle, right? No, did it start 2012? No, it might have started 2012 actually, and 2012 and 2021 was supposed to be the completion of it. What if the vaccine, all of that bullshit, was like the elite desperately trying to keep people stuck, making sure they take as many with them as they can? Because you can believe me, the elites running this world, they have no chance to getting further. They have no hope for going further into the higher dimensions. This is as far as they get. This is as good as it gets for them. Think about it. What sad reality is, a Rothschild, doing everything they want right now, having a fucking $1 million glass of tequila, smoking a 500k cigar. That's as good as it gets for him when it comes to enjoying manifestation reality. Manifestation reality within a time matrix has no limits. Literally, anything you can imagine could be brought into existence. Flying around, being a dragon, anything that's a thing on the dragon, anything, being a cat, living life as a cat. Think about it, if you're a cat, with superpowers, right? Any superpowers, right? Anything you can imagine, it can be brought into existence within the time matrix. That's the point, that's what the ether allows us to do, is to allow us to experience life, in the full of its extent. So these elite, they are, at the end of the day, we're still one. Law of one, we're all part of the ether. We all started from the same source. They just took a very bad path. They got corrupted. So something happened to them. We're still part of the law of one, bro. That's the hard pill to swallow with the law of one. That even the worst of the worst, even the Epsteins, all of them, we're still part of the same ether. It's just they chose a very different approach. They have been maybe psyoped, they have been programmed, they have been corrupted by demons or AI or whatever, taking them down that path, right? So think about it. Even at the end of the day, we still one. That's part of the ether. That's a tough pill to swallow, but that's truth. That's how manifestation reality works. So I gotta get off track. Where was I taking this? What was the point of all this? Is to enjoy the moment, bro. Is to enjoy every moment that you have. Is to live life fully authentically to yourself. Is to live life as if this was the last reincarnation in this matrix. Live your life right now as if it was your last time on Mother Earth, essentially, on Tara, right? So again, I don't want to doom and gloom again, but looking at how things are, what if they only get worse from here? What if, right? We don't know that shit. We have no way to see into the future. What if? So you gotta live every day of your life being appreciative, being authentic to yourself, right? Showing gratitude to the world around you. That's what makes a difference. Spending time, how you want to do it. If you're spending these times, these years, doing something you don't like, you're going against the energy, bro. You're going completely against the frequency. If you're living this life, doing something for someone else that doesn't come from your within, what the hell are you doing? Go out there, enjoy life. Live as a free spirit, this is what we're here to do. And again, See, I don't like saying, live life as the last time on earth. I don't like saying, so many people say, oh, live a life, at least it's the last day, today's the last night, go hard, live life as it was the last day. I don't like that. I like the idea of live your life as it was the first day. Think about it. Every day you go through life, it's a new day, full of new opportunities. You are not the same today as you were yesterday. So you might go to the same store, order the same shit, but you are a different person than you were yesterday. So every moment you embrace, every moment you have experience in your life is the first time you ever experienced that. Because that's how, think about it, and when you start realizing this, everything you do is for the first time, right? So you should have the same excitement as you had when you were first playing that video game. You should have the same excitement, the same taste. Think about it, the first time you ate pizza. Who remembers the first time they ate pizza, right? They were about, holy shit, this shit is good, right? God damn. So again, you should approach everything you do with the same excitement, the same enjoyment, the same energy as you did for the first time. You make love to your wife for the first time, that's a big day, right? That's a goddamn, that's a big day. Why don't you tap into that frequency every time you do it? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you tap into that energy every single time, live your life like if it was the very first time. Every action you take, every day you move in, as if it's the very first day you're doing that. That would be a good way to live, no? That would be a good day to live, in my books at least. Oh, goddamn, we went through a lot of different topics. Let me tone it back a little bit. Let me drink some water, bro. Let me get hydrated. Let's see. Let's pop up the chat. No, this is not the chat. Get the fuck out of here. Nope. 1 second. I'm trying. Hey, there we go. What the fuck's going on, my people? Wait, let me see what you guys are talking about. Chat not working correctly, works fine for me. Salute, we're letting you cook. Tav, I'm cooking the QA off or the secrets. Good for you, bro. I felt like I have a greater purpose, so I don't like my soul is stuck here. Most likely came under my own accord. Maybe we all got tricked to come in here, bro. Maybe literally all of us got tricked to come down here. By the way, guys, I know you gave me readings, but I want to do my thing as well. You know what I'm saying? I want to do my thing as well, so don't worry. Hey, this is how I keep you on the hook. You better keep watching. I'm going to, yeah, I'll do all of the readings. Don't worry. I'll get through all of them, But then it's more, I gotta do my own thing as well, right? More is in relation. You guys agree? What's going on here? You need the moringa powder. Alright. It seems we all on the same page. So let's get through the readings. June 1, 1999. That's a great birthday. That's an 8 life born at first. Brother, you are born for leadership. You have all this one energy around you. Do not be a follower. Now, you being a follower in 1999, you can actually leverage this 9 energy. What you should do in life is find someone to follow. Find someone who's kind of in that, and then take what they're doing and do it your way, right? Being all of that one and your 8 life path, you have that very strong boss energy. It might be, honestly, it's gonna be interesting for you. It's gonna be interesting. Now, the big shifts are coming in your life. 2027, 2028 is gonna bring massive changes in your life. As 2020, let me calculate, 2028, you're going into one personal year. Look at that. So that's gonna bring a big shift in your life. After that, everything's gonna change. You're gonna make more money. You're gonna be more successful. You're gonna start doing much better. So 2028, mark it down in your calendar. 2027, 2028, big changes coming into life. After those years, lock in. So what can I say about this birthday further? This year, let me calculate. This year, right now, you should be focusing on. Right now, spend time at home. Spend time with home and family. Spend time with home and family. That's the best thing you can do now until your birthday. Spending time with your family, keeping them close. Honestly, that's gonna be the main theme. Responsibilities coming away for the next 4 months until your birthday. It's all about home and family. Then after your birthday, everything's gonna change again, right? This year you're going into a 8 personal year. Look at that. So you're on 8 life path. You're going into an 8 personal year. This is a big year for you. Go hard. You're in a 7 person allure right now. If it hasn't been easy with money, that's because you're in a 7 person allure as an 8 life path. Of course, it's not going to be as good. So this is the time for you to really spend time with family, tone down a bit, not go too hard. But then after your birthday this year, you can really lock in. So again, with your energy, you can become very obsessive. That's one thing with 8 life paths. They can become very obsessive and just, go hard on one side, forget about everything else. So my advice to you is balance. Balance is key with your energy. Doing a little bit here, a little bit there, playing the both sides. That's my advice for you, my friend. Hope that helps. I'm a tiger and got accepted to a rat university for fall 2026. This is a horse year. Is it a good idea to join this school this year? Probably not, bro. Probably not. I would not want to join a tiger rat university in 2026 then year. I don't think it's meant for you, bro. That shows. Maybe I think your path goes somewhere else. I really do think your path goes somewhere else. Now, if you gave me a full birthday, I could give you a lot more insight, where the path might lead you towards. But honestly, going to a rat university in your enemy year makes for a bad imprint. So again, that's the thing with energy. It's never one size fits all. Let's say, this year you go to that university. Maybe you get a career. You spend 3 years studying that shit. And maybe, you don't make as much money as you like to. Maybe life, then you're screwed, what are you going to do, right? It goes down south. Maybe something else happens, in the university. Maybe you come in a completely different route, right? I can't 100% tell you how it's going to affect you negatively, but I can just make an educated guess one way or another. It's not going to be as good for you as you want it to, right? So it's better to beware and avoid any enemy frequencies if you want to have the luck on your side. If you want to use these cheat codes, this is how you do it. You identify those traps. You identify those cheat codes. Now, is that the only university you got accepted to? If that's the only one you got accepted to, you're cooked, brother. But if you have other options, do let me know. I'll guide you to it. Alright, 12/24/1991. I would love to join any Discord or anything. I'm already paying for the Q app, just $10 a week though. So if you want to join the Q app Discord, I think it's open to Q Plus members as well. You can check the settings and then it's like join Discord, join the community, and you can join through there. But when it comes to the classes we do on a weekly basis, that's for lifetime members, right? So lifetime members get weekly classes, every Q&A, talking about anything. You can ask me anything. We have me in there, Nick in there. We had Roger in there not a day ago, right? Not a couple of weeks ago. Roger, think about it, one of the best teachers in GG33. Gary's right hand, essentially, right? He was in there talking with us, answering questions, right? Doing the Q&A for us. So, the Q Lifetime is the best, honestly, community right now in the GG33 sphere. So tap in definitely for that. You're 12/24/1991. You're a level up a goat. You will fit right in, my friend. You will fit right in the cat app. The more you get involved, the better it's going to affect you as well in life. You're now in a 9-year. You can join in a 9-year. Like this is not a big change in life. This is not a new big beginning, right? You're in a 9 person layer, sure, but joining Q Lifetime, joining the community, you align yourself with that energy. In a 9-year, obviously you gotta pay very close attention to your surroundings. In a 9 person layer, your environment is key. So the more you have 10 months left in your 9 person layer, essentially, aligning yourself with the Q community, joining Discord. Very good idea for you to do, my friend. Very good idea for you to do. Hope that helps. What's up, guys? Just tuning in. Truths, that's facts, my brothers. Alright, K-A-T-O. Hey, Dawit, I'm a female, live in Australia. Birthday is March 30, 2003. Alright, so what do we say about this birthday? I would like someone having, someone with me in here, right? To kind of, I want to teach other people to do it as well, right? So this is how we do it. You I'll teach all of you guys. No, what am I saying? All of you guys are in here. So let's do it together. She's March 30, 2003. Look at all of that 3 energy. She's born in the third month. She's born in the 30th and 2003. And now, if I'm not mistaken, she's a 11 life path. She's an 11 life path born the 30th on the third month and 2003. And a goat and a female. You should be on social media, man. You should be on social media, posting, making content. That's the cheat code to success. If you're 11 life path born the 30th and you're not on social media, you're just missing out like crazy. You're just completely missing out, and it's never going to be as good for you as you want it to, because you're not tapping into what you're supposed to be doing. You are supposed to talk. You're here to communicate. You're here to express yourself. You're here to share your magic with the world. So go out there, talk with people, communicate, socialize, or make content. See, communication has many different forms. Some trees are into, knocking on doors, doing sales. Some trees are doing, phone calls every day, right? Some trees are doing something else, meetings all day. Some trees do it through writing. J.R. Tolkien, born on the 3rd, creator of Lord of the Rings, right? He literally, J.R. Tolkien, born January the 3rd, invented new languages for his books. That's tree energy taken to the peak. You see what I'm saying? So now, some trees do it to social media. Your level light map on the 30th, you have the same energy combination as I show speed. A level light map on the 21st, 2 plus 1 is 3. Or XQC, a level light map on the 12th, right? Follow the success of other people with your energy. Guys, this is something every one of you can do. Look at your energy, you look at your combination, you find someone with the same life path, the same date, the same year, for example, right? You find these combinations and you look at people who really made it. You look at people in the public with the same combination, and how can you do it as well? How can you take, your energy and, copy them essentially, already got to the top with it, and, how can you apply it to yourself? That's a big advice for you as well. And everybody out there. What's up, David? Thanks for reading yesterday. I felt some weird energy last night during the eclipse. Me being a horse cancer, but did some meditations. That's good, bro. We all felt some weird energy during the eclipse, I would say, right? For me, it happened during the day. Honestly, this day's been crazy. This eclipse day feels like everything went wrong, nothing came smooth. Nothing came easy, That's kind of how it went for me. But all good so far. Alright, your birthday, August 11th. By the way, guys, do you like it? I have a chat in here now. I can actually show you, who I'm talking about. Your birthday, August 11, 2002. How aggressive should I be in this year, and how should I plan my next coming year? Bought some shungite, my brother. Get yourself shungite, likes up. Hey, you bought some shungite, I'll probably, this might be it, bro. This might be the one for you. Hey, I already did it. I packed all of them. I just gotta ship them already now. I got a whole bunch of that shungite in here. Got another one. I hooked you guys up, right? You get some shungite. And if they did a stream today, I'm gonna promote so hard today. I gotta give you the readings. So how you asking me how aggressive you should be being August 11, 2002? Brother, as aggressive as it fucking gets. You in a 28 personal year. Am I tripping? Nah, brother, you in a 28 personal year. When are you gonna have a 28 personal year in your horse year? Next on, okay, 2062. 2062, you have a 28 personal year in your horse year. You literally have a 1 personal year, 28 energy in your horse year. If you let a minute of it go to waste, you're slipping up. If you let a minute of it go to waste this year, you're not tapping into the potential. Go hard, take action, make things happen, my friend. This is literally your time to shine. This is one of the best years for you. Now, let me look at your birthday. You're a 5 life path born on the 11th. Look at that. So you have the same energy as Aiden Ross, right? Look at this guy. Guys, I want you to look at this birthday. He's a 5 life path born on 11th, just like Aiden Ross. He's born August 11th, just like Joe Rogan. What do we sell this combination? You should be streaming, my friend. You should be going out there, actually talking with people, making contents. Just the same, right? Literally, if you're not making content, if you're not tapping into social media with this fucking combination, just like Aiden Ross, just like Joe Rogan, you got a best of all worlds, right? If you're not, again, going forward, this is one of the best things to do. AI, if AI takes all the jobs, might as well give it the sauce, you know what I'm saying? Be the one, be other people use to make money with. So again, going out there, putting stuff out there, building a brand, the social media stuff, best thing for you, bro. Literally, by far. Looking at your birthday. Alright, you welcome. Hey, Liquid Courage Chronicle. Welcome to the team, brother. Welcome to the team. Guys, by the way, you have subscriptions now. You can subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be starting posting private classes just for people in my memberships. If you wanna get access to private classes, not released to the public, that's where you find them. So you can join. Link in bio. Not link in bio. Join. Think the join button. Join, become a member. And tap in. We're listening. Works fine for me. Alright, we're letting go. Everyone's listening. And that's it. No one was talking, right? Everything was listening. Makes sense. Alright, Nick P, 211, 1995, 1 light per Aquarius Pig. I dated a girl 716, 2003, Goat, with 85 compatibility in my enemy year. Broke up because I wasn't sure I could work. I'm a dumb. Gary said Aquarius get a shield. You fucked it up with... You fucked it up with her? Yes, you're dumb. You shouldn't. You were tripping in enemy year, bro. This is what I always tell the people in enemy years. A lot of times I get readings for people in enemy years, and they're like, you know, they want to break up, they have problems in a relationship. I'm like, wait it out, motherfucker. You're not thinking straight. You don't think straight in enemy year. See, it's not about just, you know, problems, things going wrong that's outside of your control. A lot of times the problems in your enemy year come from yourself. Come literally from yourself, from slipping up and doing something stupid. Later, you found an 85 compatibility. Brother, do you not understand how lucky you are? Do you not understand what you had going for you? So again, you know, this let me look at that. So I mean, she's a one life path. You both one life paths. You know, it can cause some friction when they both one life paths. A lot of arguments, a lot of aggressive energy. But at the end of the day, you had a goat and you're a pig, and you are born at 11. She's born 16th. Brother, this is looking very, very good. Why the fuck will you fuck it up in your enemy year? That's the thing, you know. A lot of times in enemy year, people shoot themselves in the foot. Not always about anybody else, and you know, things going wrong, they themselves start slipping up. So I always tell people, you know, having relationship issues, having family issues in your enemy year, wait it out, you know, go through it, and then you can have a much better decision making energy once it's ended. That makes sense? Alright, your father, July 7, 1966. Hey, yeah, keep him close, brother, keep him close. Enjoy the time you have with him. I always felt like I have a greater purpose, so I don't think my soul is stuck here. Most likely came under my own accord. Yeah, I mean, maybe we were all tricked into coming in here, right? You don't really know. You know, this matrix is crazy. 4/2/1987. So you are a 4 light path, born on a 2nd. What should I do exercises wise this year's, and how am I gonna get money this year? I have a fellow 1975 cat that want me to start a company this year. We bump heads though. My girl 88 Dragon Virgo. Hey, my brother, I'm also a cat married to Dragon, so checks out. Dragon and cat are pretty good, you know, because a lot of it is about conception. That's all I say, right? This is just for you guys here. This is just for you guys in my chat. Conception matters a lot. I can't elaborate further, but something for you all guys look into. Why do dragon and cat get along? Why do snake and dragon get along? Why do horse and snake get along? The conception matters a lot. So what should you do this year? When it comes to working out, your 4 light path, you know, power build lifting, you know, 4 light paths do very well with working out, you know, building themselves up, you know, physically. Arnold Schwarzenegger believes the 4 light path. Now, I don't like that example. He's the fucking Terminator. He's as bad as it gets, you know. I would assume. But at the end of the day, people 4 light paths do well with working out, do well with bodybuilding, you know, just like the 22. To a lesser extent, of course, you gotta work harder to get the results that 22 is getting, but you know, building discipline, building consistency, working out is very good for people with 4 energy because it builds that routine, it builds consistency, it helps you become the best version of yourself on a day in, day out basis. So now, you have another 1975 cat, then you want to start a company with me, but you pump heads. If you don't give me his birthday, I can only give you so much. Cat and cat should always get into business. Don't think about, you know, you butting heads. Think about the success you can have together, right? Get through the bumping heads. That's the thing with compatibility. You know, cat and cat might be together and they're like, they hate each other. They can't stand each other, but business is booming. And now compared, you have a cat and rooster in a business. You might be best friends. You love each other. Business goes to shit. That's the thing you gotta realize. Always as you know, compatibility is not always black and white. Working together with him and not a cat, if you're friendly compatibility in numerology as well. I don't know the full birthday, so I can't say, but you know, looking at this just now, it seems good. So go for it, make it work, handle it, you know, deal with it. You know, he's born on a 1975. Cats are extremely annoying. You know why? 1975 adds up to 22. When the year adds up to 22, it amplifies the Chinese zodiac year. Another piece of new information, I'm telling you guys. 1966 horses. Notice, look at 1966 horses. Those fucking horses are stubborn as it comes because 1966 adds up to 22. That 22 master number energy amplifies the horse energy. You can't tell them anything. They're stubborn as it comes. 1975 cats are like cats to the max. You guys think cats are annoying? Go talk to 1975. You'll know what annoying means. You'll see right away. Now, who's the other one? 1984. The rats born 1984 are like super rats. You know, they're like, the rat energy is really amplified with them. Pay attention. You will see. Don't take my word for it. Go out there, look for this energy yourself. 1993 roosters are like super roosters. Very aggressive, very honorable, very loyal. That 1993 energy, 22, right? So again, this is one of the advanced ways of using numerology. You combine it with astrology. You look at the best of the two worlds. So with him, you just gotta deal with it, bro. You just gotta play along, you know, deal with it, you know. Don't argue back at him too much, you know. Let him do his thing. Let him cook, so to say, even if it feels like he's cooking you. And you can make a lot of money with him. 1,000,000%. You can make a lot of money with him. Alright, July 13, 1996. Why is he falling down so much? What do you mean, bro? What are you gonna do? 8 readings? I'm doing them now. All the screens have split and all this no souls. Who knows what to do anymore? The world is freaking strange. It sure is. Hits the fan. The shit hits the fan. No. I was looking when push comes to shove. That's the thing I was looking for. But appreciate you. Hey David, how do you recharge your energy, protect it and expand your aura? And how do you reconnect with the past self to stay truly in tune? That's a good question, my friend. How to recharge your energy? Sun gazing is one way to do it. Sun gazing in the morning before the, as the sun, wake up before the sun rises, go outside and look at the sun and, prepare for it. And the moment it comes up, right, that's when you bring in the energy. The first 11 minutes, the first 30, let's put it like this. The first 33 minutes as the sun is rising, you sun gaze it into yourself, you absorb that energy. That's one way to recharge yourself. Protecting yourself, Shungite, Shungite is one way to protect the energy and expand your aura. It all goes back to taking care of avatar. You can't do that shit when your body, your avatar is, operating at a lesser extent. So again, watch yesterday's stream. How I was cooking. I was in a different vibe yesterday. That's for sure. I was in that eclipse energy yesterday, talking about all of that bullshit, right? When it comes not bullshit, but like bullshit when it comes to the dangers that are hitting avatars. So you protect your energy on a spiritual side by taking care of the physical side. They work in tandem. And how to expand your aura? Brother, knowledge. Knowledge is the only thing that truly raises your frequency. So many people talk about, Kumbala, yoga, doing all of this fucking bullshit to raise their frequency. Oh, I'm a high vibrational person because I fucking held hands with someone in a circle. That doesn't raise your frequency, brother. Only thing that truly raises your frequency so it lasts is learning, gaining information, and then acting on a decreased level of wisdom. Make sense? People love to say that knowledge is power. 7 is number of knowledge, 8 is number of power. You need +1 taking action to get from 7 to 8. You gotta apply this information for it to really take effect. That's the thing. You gain knowledge, you learn more, it expands your knowledge, and then you start taking action based off it. It puts you into a more positive frequency because you base your decisions, on a higher frequency education, right? That's the key. Something definitely changed at one point for sure. But they say the world is going to end in... Why did they say 2012? Because they were psyoping, bro. Again, this was such a high frequency time, 2012, when the stellar activation cycle started, when we started going through that separation that we're seeing, essentially right now. How the fuck... What's going on? Why can't I... Okay, I got it. So anyways, think about it. They always psyop people with fear. Fear is the lowest frequency out there. Fear is how they control us. Fear goes against authenticity. So it was 2012, a very high energy time, the time to really awaken, the time to really evolve yourself, the time to really get out of this matrix, right? The window is open, the portal is open, go out there, do it, right? Go through it. The elite started programming people, telling everybody the world is gonna end. And now people are scared. They're like, oh, I'm scared of 2012, I'm scared of this date, the world is gonna end, right? That's the psyop, bro. That they control us through fear. Being authentic to yourself, fear has no place against authenticity. Make sense? Numerology isn't a religion, it's just observation of patterns for real, brother. We don't need religion, we have the law of one. Treat others as you want to be treated. The most simple truth with the most amount of weight to it. Vibrate in balance and harmony with the world around you. choosing service to others over service to self. This is what we need going forward. This is the one truth that replaces religion. The law of one. Realizing that we all part of the ether. You wouldn't, kick your friend or hurt your friend. You wouldn't hurt someone. You wouldn't steal from someone else. Because it's the same thing as stealing from yourself. You wouldn't, go and hurt someone. Because it's the same thing as you getting hurt. Think about it, that's the law of one. If everybody had this mentality, there would be so many less problems because people take care of problems together as a collective. Most problems come from people who only care about themselves, think they're more important than everybody else, they can take from the neighbor to get to the top no matter what it takes. That's service to self that goes against the law of one. Law of one is really about putting the well-being of the collective ahead of your own interest. So you wouldn't do something for personal gain if you're turning everybody around you. Just like, let's say you're walking down the street, you see a little girl getting beat up, and you don't do nothing about it. It's the same thing as you're doing it yourself. Because you saw it, let it happen. Law of one is all about putting the well-being of the collective ahead of your interest, just because I got sidetracked. Because if you were that girl's shoes, you would do something, you would want somebody help out as well, right? That's the law of one. Take your responsibility, and to make this world a better place. Arsenio, what's up, David? To 6/27/1990, my male cousin 6/27/1994. Do you have a past life connection? Of course. He's from my mom's side of the family. Very strong past life connection. Work together with him. Have him around you. Even if he's not always on the good side, you can still learn a lot from each other. Wait, goddamn. Goddamn, y'all putting me to work, huh? God damn, you're putting me to work. Alright. How does marrying an enemy number in numerology affect your reincarnation in this life? Might be some more challenges, bro. Might be some more struggles. You might, work harder than others, but not get the same results. And you compare the enemy numbers, enemy signs being around you, always gonna drag you down. Bro, I sent mine before that. Come on, bro. What are you talking about, my friend? Hey, you're a member. Hey, guys, check it out. He has the mark next to his name. Look at that. You know how you get it? Become a member, become a subscriber essentially to the channel. And I'm gonna be making private classes, private information not released to the public, just for people within the membership. So click join to become a subscribe to the channel. That's the next way forward. Is it okay to start a business in a horse year being the 7th sign? Of course, bro. I mean, depends on the big picture, but of course, 2026 is honestly a very good time to, start new things. It's a one universe year, brother. Of course. Numerology is Kabbalistic, which is Judaism. Astrology means astrology. It's not, bro. Numerology is just understanding how you say Chilonic science. Numerology is Chilonic, right? So what this means is every shape has energy. Every pattern has energy. Every logo, everything has its own frequency, right? The numbers are imprinted with a certain frequency. The numbers were coined as symbols to represent a certain frequency in this matrix, right? There's nothing fucking Kabbalistic in this. The Kabbalist, that Judaism shit, that's a fucking low-hanging fruit. That's low-hanging fruit. If you limit yourself, your beliefs, saying numerology is Kabbalistic, Judaism shit, you don't understand how the matrix works, my friend. Shapes and, this is sacred geometry. This is literally sacred geometry. All the shapes are imprinted with a certain frequency, and we're the ones decoding it because we see something's off. This is not the end of all. This is not the big picture, right? Numerology, these numbers 1 to 9. This is corruption. We live in a broken reality full of corrupted numbers, corrupted symbols, right? In another dimension, this was completely different. It was the numbers went up to 7, for example, right? The 369 didn't exist like they do now. The number 8, the yin and the yang, that was the base code of this reality, the yin and the yang. That was not meant to be a number, essentially. So think, if your thoughts is telerma, if your beliefs are limited to numerology, Kabbalistic, you're doing a disservice for just yourself. Now only you're gonna be losing from that equation. But to each their own. Some people just aren't ready to wake up, brother. Not saying this about you. I don't think you're plenty ready to wake up being in here. But I'm just saying, there's a lot more out there to it than, our limited perceptions. 21 January 1998. Let's say I'm planning to marry my enemy life path number. How is it going to affect my life? Will my energy not be able to reach full potential? Exactly. See, numerology astrology is never black and white. It's never a one size fits all. You will not believe how many people I talk to in these readings who say they're married to the enemy sign. They say, oh, we're so great together, we're so happy together, we love each other. You know, this stuff doesn't work for them, right? I'm like, cool, you know, okay, if you say so. But then I start talking with them and they open up. They're like, problems upon problems. They have problems with health, problems with relationships, problems with money, problems with family. Everything's going wrong for them. So at that point, I'm showing they can't figure out why they have so much unluck. But we can. Do not play around with that shit, right? You don't always know how it's going to affect you. But do you really want to find out? Do you really want to find out? That's the question. You're 4 life path born on the 21st. I don't think you need to find out, bro. You found out plenty already in your life. You found out plenty already. Don't play around with that shit, bro. You don't need that. Hi there, my birthday, hello. My birthday is 3/26/1987. I got my husband 6/26/1987. Look at that. That's very good. Just let me double check. She's no, he's a 9. Yeah, no, you're a 9/8 and he's a 3. Looks good. Love my personal life, but I'm wondering how to when I can make more money for me and my family. Any tips, insight will help. Yo, this is there for both of you to lock in. Look at this. You are born on 26th. This shit is so annoying. And your husband's born on 26th. Look at that. You're both born on 26th. The year is 2026. This is what Gary always taught, right? These are people when the birth date matches the year, last 2 digits of the year. So like people born on 23rd doubled up in 2023. Blew up, made it happen. People born 24th were killing it in 2024. Jaylen Brown, born on 24th, became the finals MVP in 2024. A lot of people born on 25th, doing very, very happy for themselves in 2025. Now, people born on 26th, like both of you, will dominate 2026. This is your time to shine. When, you want to ask me when, your main question is, when I can make more monies for my family, this is the year to do it. You're asking about the family, 2026 has a 6 at the end of it. This is the year to do it, my friend. This is the year to lock in, get busy. Guys, the horse here is all about discipline. The horse here is all about work. The horse here is all about being principled, going hard, getting stuff done, making things happen. This is the time to do it, especially you guys born on 26th. Don't let a minute of it go to waste. Now, you're going into a 22 personal year. Look at that. No, am I tripping? I'm not tripping, right? You're going to 22 personal year. Yes, we good. You going, Nate? No, I am tripping. You're going to 3 personal year. Oh, you're now in life back going to 3 personal year. It can be a very good year for you to start side hustles. This is the year for you to start side hustles, start side projects, do a little bit of everything. Become a jack of all trades kind of person. Literally in a 3-year cycle, don't lock yourself, don't limit yourself to just doing one thing. Do a little bit of everything. Anything with teaching, anything with guiding others. See, you are now in life path, but looking at your birthday, I will tell you, carving out your own path will be better than, just being a follower, right? So you can follow other people to become better than you, you can follow other people to improve yourself, but you should still do your own thing. Don't be a follower. That's how you key to success. In the same way, same to your husband, right? You have very interesting birthdays, both of you. I like this. Yeah, you definitely have that past life connection. When people like this get together, it's a very karmic as well. 2 people got born on 26 to get together. Talks a lot about karma from your past lives. So again, you just gotta stick together, work to everything. You have someone, you have 2 boys as well. Hold on to that's as good as it gets. Literally, enjoy, embrace that love you get from there. Embrace it every single second you get it. That's, one of the highest frequencies out there, right? Now, you gotta realize, this energy of love, you gotta be able to extend it. You gotta be able to extend love to everything, right? Love one is loving everything, every particle in existence. This glass, is made of pixels, right? This glass is made of particles. You gotta show the same love to the energy around you as you do, essentially to your family to an extent, right? But there is an element as well to actually why we are in this broken matrix. There's always the yin and the yang. So this matrix is so far from the law of one. It's so far from organic way of life. But on the positive side, it gives an element of love that's beyond just loving everything. Because if you feel, you know, what's the word, unconditional love for all the world around you. That's how they live in higher realities. That's how they live in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension. You constantly feel unconditional love to the world around you. So you wouldn't, like, you know, walking down the street, you wouldn't throw something on the street. You wouldn't, like, litter, you know, throw trash on the ground because you feel love to the world around you. You wouldn't do that, right? Just like you wouldn't slap the person you love the most because, you know, that's the person you love. You wouldn't go and, you know, punch someone on the street because, you know, it's the same thing as doing it to them, right? That's the love one. That's like unconditional love to the world around you. But see, now in this reality, in this timeline, we don't have too much of that going around. So, but that's the negative side. But the positive side, you can actually focus on in those around you, and you can take someone and, you know, really emphasize and feel and experience the element of love. Think about it. Love is like one of the best frequencies, best feelings we can feel in this life, right? In this matrix. So why the fuck would you not go out there and love to your full extent? Why would you not take someone and love them as hard as you can, right? To feel that energy, because we come down here to feel. We don't come down here to be numb. We don't come down here to be an NPC. We don't come down here to just be a part of the system. We come down here to experience life. What does it mean to be alive? What does it mean to experience feelings, right? So the feeling of love, if you have it, might as well go the fucking all out with it. Does that make sense? Embrace that shit. Alright, bro, you know that we don't have much time to become rich. How rich do we have to become? Million doesn't feel enough. I live in Sweden. I want to move. Should I move to US? Brother, you are in Sweden. I think that's a good place to be. If I was to move, I would go higher. If you know what I'm saying. I would go to Lapland, brother. I would go to North Sweden. I would find that's part of my plan, bro. How much time do you have, rich brother? I'm just like you guys. I'm not a millionaire yet. Of course, yet, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, if I do get to that point, I'm buying a house in Lapland. I'm going to northern Finland. I'm waiting that shit out there. Who the fuck is gonna care about that area, right? Think about it. If war starts, you know, you think Russia's gonna invade northern Lapland again like they did in the Winter War? That time, let's play it out again. That's gonna be one of the safest places in Europe, literally northern Lapland. So if you're in Sweden, I would, you know, go find have a what's it called in, I don't know if it's Swedish, mökki they call it in Finnish, but I would find a mökki somewhere in Lapland. You'll be safe out there, brother. Don't worry about it. That's my advice for you, bro. Moving into US is sketchy, bro. I mean, again, I have a lot of course, most of you guys are Americans in here, but I'm just telling you, like, I'm not a big fan of America. I could never see myself living there. That's the, like, machine, bro. You like you part of the matrix in there, bro. You literally feel it. It's different. It is different, you know. So I could not see myself living there. I'm sorry, guys. The food is poison as well. A lot of, you know, my stomach can't handle the food in America. It's different. Wonder Bread. What the fuck is Wonder Bread, bro? Out of all of you Americans in the chat, you know, you ever had Wonder Bread? Once in the chat if you had Wonder Bread. What the fuck is that, bro? Half a loaf would take me out. Give half a loaf to Wonder Bread to a fucking French nigga, they would be passing out, bro. It's not good. Bro, the one time, who's had Little Caesars pizza? Who here has had Little Caesars pizza, bro? I was, the first time in America, 2023, see, I was kind of obnoxious to this stuff. I didn't know about this stuff. I didn't know Little Caesars was fucking trash. I had some Little Caesars, bro. I had a slice. See, I'm a pizza guy, bro. I'm a cat, you know. Cats love their pizza. I could eat 2 pies in a row, not blink an eye, brother. But see, I had 2 slices of Little Pizza and Little Caesars, and I felt like something's not right, bro. Something's off. That shit took me out, bro. That shit took me out. I got 2 slices, I'm done, bro. That's not fucking food. That was like eating like cardboard, bro. So that's the thing you gotta deal with in America, bro. Everything's poison. Everything's out to get you. So I mean, if you're awakened in America, congratulations. You went through it to the hard mode. Honestly. All respect to you guys. All love to you guys. Hey, the more shunga we get to America, better world it's gonna be, eh? Much respect for your channel, I appreciate it. Female born here, 1010 1975, 802, another 10. I'm old. Soul, cat. How can I get my bag up doing my family business right now? And love it. Makes sense. So you are one of those. You're one of those 33 sixes. So you're a 33 6 life path. Definitely a very old soul. When it comes to getting your bag up, change. Doing different things. Look at your birthday, right? The last digit of your birthday has a big effect as well. You born 1975. You want to get your bag up, try different things. Put yourself in new environments. Step out of the routine. Don't get stuck in a routine. Don't get comfortable. With that 33, you're 33. You have the 32 energy in you. Guess what? You also have the 6 in there, right? So people with 6 energy, they start losing when they get too comfortable. When they get comfortable in the position, they lose the drive. They lose that ambition. You know, see, I have some employees who are 6s, and it's like, I paid him salary, and then they go and coast for a week, you know. Then suddenly they're not working anymore. Then the money starts running out. That's when they start working again and locking in. I'm like, God fucking damn, you know, that pisses me off so much, you know what I'm saying? I want them to be ambitious. I want them to go hard and actually be consistent. But a lot of people with 6 energy, they make money and they're like, okay, cool, now I got money, now I ain't gotta go as hard anymore, right? That's a problem. That's a weakness in your energy. Don't get stuck in routines. Don't get too much used to doing shit like you used to doing it, if that makes sense, right? The moment you feel like you know everything around you, that's the moment to switch things up and do something different. That's my advice for you as well. Looking at, you know, making money from foreign opportunities, making money from different places. That's what you need to do, right? Change things up, tapping into the 5 energy of yours from 1975, the last digit of your year. Make sense? Why should I? Most important thing is seeing how the circus works and what the clowns. Not sure what you're replying to, brother. I don't remember. Your birthday, November 29, 1994, 9 life bad dog. Any advice for me in the future? What should I watch out for? Honestly, you're 9 life bad dog. Brother, are you a singer? Are you a singer? Are you going on stage? Are you using your voice to advantage? If not, you're missing out. Look at 9 life bad dogs. Bad Bunny, 9 life bad dogs. Justin Bieber, 9 life bad dogs. Prince, 9 life bad dog. Elvis, 9 life bad dog. How many more you need? Andrea Bocelli, 9 life bad dog. For the culture ones, eh? Andrea Bocelli, 9 life bad dog. What you wanna do? You're 9 life bad dog, born on 29th, November 29th by itself, and you're not singing, you're not tapping into that energy, you're not using a voice to make money, you're missing out. Looking at an opportunity like, you know, voice actor, right? Those sort of things. I think you have a good voice. You know, who doesn't love Morgan Freeman's voice? Morgan Freeman and 9 life path. You take the word sing, the first vowel is I, the 9 letter. Look at the word voice, adds up to 9. Go to the Q calculator, add up the word voice, it adds up to 9. 9s have good voices. See, every number has its gifts, every number has its weaknesses. You think 9s are all shit? Nah, 9s have gifts as well. One of the most important ones is the voice, the singing ability. So, something you can definitely leverage to your advantage as well. Being a 9 life bad dog, you know, dogs like to howl, dogs like to bark, you know. Dogs are naturally connected to the voice energy as well. They got the mouthpiece. So, that's what you want to do as well, honestly. Birthday 1/20/14, 1993, 28 1 life path. Should I make a lateral move from my job or wait till this position and my friend's company comes through this year? Just file my LLC on 2/28. Am I being too hasty? Brother, you can never be too hasty as a 1 life path. You know, you're bound to be hasty, you know, as a 1, no? So you are a monkey, right? So you started your LLC 2/28. That's good. That's a good LLC. That's a good day for you to kind of build upon, you know, for the next foreseeable future. But the best times comes 2028. You're 28 life path, 2028 as a 28 in there. It's a monkey year. Set your sights on there. So this LLC, the stuff you're doing now, should act as experience. So this is the best advice I can tell with your birthday. You gotta have experience. You gotta go through shit. You gotta struggle. Because those struggles are what make you a proper man. Those struggling, and you might be a woman, but you know, still, I don't know. You didn't give me a gender, right? So essentially, people who are 1 life paths, this applies to all of them. Experience is the best teacher. Going through some shit is how you evolve yourself. As a 1 life path, if you're passive, if you're holding back, if you're not afraid, if you're afraid to take risks as a 1, you're never gonna become the best version of yourself. As a 1 life path, you have to go hard, you have to take action, because the more you fail, the closer you get to success. Does that make sense? That's literally the best thing you could do. Should I make a lateral move from my job or wait till this position at my friend's company is over? So you are now in a 7 personal cycle. The 7 year is not gonna be that good for making big moves. Even if you make big moves this year, you know, I mean, you can go for it. There's a learning experience, but really, one of the best time for you comes 2027 when you have an 8-year cycle. Now, the bad news is, brother, damn, you got it rough because 2028 is gonna be a 9-year cycle. Your whole monk year, essentially, literally, the whole monk year in 2028, you're gonna be in a 9-year cycle. So, you are one of those birthdays, you're gonna miss out on 2028 more than anybody else, essentially. It is what it is. Just gotta get through it. You know, that's your reincarnation. You ain't gonna be able to benefit from 2028 as much as anybody else out there, essentially, because you're one life path in a 9 personal year in your monk year. Unfortunate, it is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. So, set your sights towards 2027 to really double up 2027. That's the year to start new things. That's the year to make new imprints as you're in an 8-year cycle. And then 2028, you continue on all the success you had before. Right? Everything you started in 2028, you focus in a 9-year to improving them and perfecting them. Does that make sense? 1 plus 4 is 5 compatible. I mean, 1 and 4, sure, I can say this. 1 and 4 are pretty good. You know, they're not friendly numbers. They're not at a level as 7 and 11. What is Gary made public? 3 and 8. You know, what are friendly numbers? 9 and 4, Gary's made public. 1 and 4 is not at that level. But 1 and 4, you know, are definitely decent. I'm a 1 life path, I'm married a 4, right? 1 is, you know, leadership, 4 is work, discipline. You know, makes sense, right? So now, again, this is not revealing compatible energies. 1 and 4, I can just tell you, work pretty well together. I'm a 1 life path, married to 4. We complement, we balance each other very, very well. She, all her life, she struggled with taking action. All my life, I started with, you know, putting in work, being consistent. We got together, best of 2 worlds, combined us. Make sense? Alright, got a job interview tomorrow in an 8th year, sir. Good luck, yo. Good luck for Eclipse, sir. Wish everybody wish Eclipse, sir, good luck in the interview tomorrow. What's up, Abel? Interesting name. Guys, look at the symbolism into that bell name. A lot to look into it, a lot to decode there. 10/5/1995, male cat, the 7 life path, named Lucas. I'm not going to lie. I see most people are dumb as fuck and I'm low-key too smart to fit into society. And this suck, all I want to do is ball. What do I need to do? I'm not surprised, brother. This is what I talk about 7s, right? You surely see my videos now. I actually have a friend born 10/14. I know a guy born 10/14/1999. And he's going through a lot of changes right now. He's honestly going through a lot of changes. He's learning a lot. If you want to, you know, ball out and go hard, you need experience, my friend. You need to put yourself out there. Like, things are not just gonna fall through the window for you. Just being real with you. Things are not just gonna fall through the window for you randomly. You gotta put yourself out there and gain experience. You don't know until you do it. You know, something might fail, something might fuck up, as it has for my 10/14 brother. But, you know, it is what it is. Those fuck ups, you know, that things that were meant to be, is what really aligned him with what he's meant to be doing, right? So that's my advice for you as well. You need experience. With your energy, experience is the best teacher. Just sitting in one place, you know, thinking about your intelligence and how smart you are is only gonna get that far. You know, as a 7, you know, a lot of 7s are like this. A lot of 7s feel that way, as you do as well. But you gotta, you know, in a sense, humble yourself and actually figure out how you can apply this information, how you can use this information for your benefit, how you can use your intelligence and your smartness for your actual benefit. Because if you're too smart to fit in, but everybody else running circles around you, what good does it do? You know what I'm saying? So that's something, you know, for you to strongly consider, my friend. How can you actually take this knowledge, you know, take action with it? Don't just be sitting, don't let your ego get in the way of you. This is what I'm looking at your birthday. This is one thing that can hold you back a lot. Your ego. You born 1999. All that 9 energy, guys. You think 1999, 999 doesn't have a huge effect? When was the last time we had a 999 year? Year 999, right? Had a 999 in there. This is very significant, having 3 9s in a row there. You know, there's a lot of potential using correctly, but if you let your ego stop you from progress, if you let your ego get in the way of you adapting and actually learning from your environment, it's only going to hold you down. Alright, astrology is more accurate because it's not based on a calendar, it's based on the actual position of the literal planets. No. Numerology is so precise, my friend. Timo, January 15, 2003. What is the best chart for me? I have a 7:43 a.m. with Dragon Time and Ox Month with a horse year. How is 2027 gonna affect my Ox Month? Not at all, my friend. Everything at its own level. Year to year, month to month, your horse year, that's what's gonna matter. Year to year, month to month, time to time, everything at its own level. So what is the best chart for you? Let me see. You're a 3 life path. You're born on the 15th and 2003. Honestly, people are 3s, sales. Anything with selling, anything with social media, right? So again, you gotta adapt to the times, right? In another time, the 3 would have been the Chester, the 3 would have been comedian, right? The 3 would have been, someone who has, in the back in the time, in ancient times, the 3 life path might have been the town folk, not the town folk, but the city, the one who's going out there talking with people, the one who's going out there writing something, the one who's making plays, the one who's creative, right? So nowadays, you just gotta adapt to the times. Even 30 years ago, the 3 life path was the one into sales, the 3 life path was the one talking, dealing with PR, right? So nowadays, it's all about social media. Nowadays, it's all about communicating in that sense, finding ways to share your message with the world. If you're 3 life path and you don't have a social media presence, you are missing out. So for example, if you're a chef, you could post videos about cooking. If you're a lawyer, you could be posting videos about the law, right? Literally, if you're a 3 energy and you're born 2003, another 3 in there, and you're not on social media, you're literally just missing out. That makes sense? This is a good year for you, my friend. 5, 6, 7, you're in an 8 personal year. Hey, yo, W is in a fucking chat for this brother out here. He's in an 8 personal year and he's horse year. God damn, my friend, god damn. As good as it gets, huh? As good as it fucking gets. See, Gary was in 2025 in his 8th year, and his 8 personal year, he made more money than every other year combined. And that's saying a lot. So you have an 8th year and your horse year. This is the time for new beginnings for you. Timo, this is the time for you to launch a new business, open new channels, open a new Gmail account, open a new bank account, buy a new wallet. The more, the better. Make sense? Alright, France with 10 euros, appreciate it, brother. Mail 10 January 1999. What do you think is a good career path for me? Is it bad if your birthday number is only 1 and 9? Thanks for your GG33 help. Which books would you recommend? So, the best career path is what I told our previous friend, our 3 life path. So you are 3 life path. You gotta look at that as the main energy. Your 111 birth date, this is, full 3 energy. You're a 3 life path. You gotta go out there, talk, socialize, network. You also born near the tiger, which is the 3rd sign. So see that, you have a lot of 1s in your chart, but the 3 energy really dominates your birthday as well, right? So you gotta be able to do a little bit of everything. And hey, this is my advice for Timo. This is my for you guys in here as well, right? If you're a 3, don't never limit yourself, never lock yourself down with just one thing. Do a little bit of everything. Be a jack of all trades kind of person. That's how you can really unlock it. Is it bad if you have your birthday numbers is only 1 and 9? No, brother, it's good. Having, 1 and 9 in your birthday, balance of both worlds. So this is very interesting. We have 111, 999. This is nothing bad, nothing to worry about, my friend. This everything is only gonna benefit you. See, you should never feel, limited by your birthday. You should never feel limited by your numerology, right? That's the kind of, if you're limiting yourself, you're not being authentic. You can be authentic to your own self. You can do whatever you want. You can be authentic to your own self. Now, you have a choice. Either you align yourself with the system, you align yourself with who you're meant to be to get a boost of that energy, or you do your own thing and you make it happen, right? Never let numerology be something that limits you. Never let numerology astrology be something that blocks you from your true self or what you wish to do, right? This is not the same, the more you don't want to get stuck in it, It's very easy to get stuck in a matrix, only following, the codes as well, right? There has to be an element of authenticity because your soul, who you truly are, goes above and beyond, this just numerological system we have here. This 1 to 9 number system, not the organic way of life by any means of imagination. You don't get to express your soul, full authenticity within its broken system. So don't try to say, this is all this to the life. There's a lot to it. Stay away from people, help staying focused. Yes, sure. 228 2003. Anything helps. Thanks. Also got 28 tattooed on 28 2026. Let's see. You have 5, 6. You're an 8 life path. Getting a tattoo on 28 2026. But I don't know why would you do that, you know. I have some tattoos, bro. I have a tattoo. I have a tattoo of a cat. Guys, can you believe that? I got a tattoo of a cat before I knew I was a cat. I had 2020, bro. I had no idea I was a cat. I didn't know this shit before. But I got a tattoo as a cat, you know. As a shit, and I'm a cat, right? Ain't that some shit? But honestly, if I could remove all the tattoos in my body, I would. I don't recommend them. Tattoos are not a good thing. You know, anybody who's, you know, wanting to get a tattoo, you hear Gary talk about, you know, he got a tattoo of a 33. You know, for most people, it's highly advised against. Because tattoos, inevitably, filled with heavy metals. Filled with chemicals. You know, it's not a natural thing. It's not a natural thing to draw in your avatar, your body, right? You kind of ruining, that's a temple. You kind of, you know, showing disrespect to your temple, essentially, by drawing on it. So, I don't recommend it. I mean, you got it. What the fuck am I telling you? You got it already, right? So what can you do? Anything helps. I mean, you got tattooed on 2/8 2026. I honestly would have gotten it on the 28, brother. Why didn't you get it on the 28? But again, these are the things, you know. I wish you would have come to me before, you know, asking me about this, not just telling me that you did something. You know, a lot of people come to me in these readings or, you know, stuff like that, in these chats saying, oh, I got married on this day. Like, what the fuck would you want me to tell you? Like, you're supposed to come to me before so I can give you the best times, you know, based on the knowledge, instead of me just telling you after you already done it. Like, again, it's not bad, you know, it's an 8 day, an 11 day. It's not bad, nothing wrong about it. I get it, you're an 8 life path, born on 28. Nothing bad about it, but I mean, shit, you know, it is what it is. So anything helps. So let's see. You are 8 life path, born on 28. It's all about karma for you, my friend. It's all about karma, you know. People might look at an 8 life path born at 28 and be like, you know, that's the best financial combination. You're going to be so rich in your life. You're going to do so well. But it's all dependent on your karma. How you do things, how you go about it. And a lot of that comes from your family. Be good to your family. Don't throw your family under the bus. Build a family yourself. You know, you want to make a lot of money. It's a lot to do with your family. Your wife, your kids. That's going to be key for you. Definitely be open-minded to that. And again, you're young. You have time for that, right? In your 30s, in your 40s, when you get older, you know, you're going to become a man of the house. You're going to become really tapping into the family energy. And that's going to unlock you. That's going to help you become the best version of yourself. That's going to teach you the best lessons in your life you can get as well. So again, I feel like your finance is going to be largely dependent on karma and the family aspect of it. The family aspect of karma. I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you? I think you know what I'm talking about. Be good to your family. 5/26/1993, 8 life path, 8 life path rooster. 8 day, 8 life path rooster in a 22/4 personal year, entering 5 personal year this year. Any advice? What type of business and you see big wealth for my number? How can I keep my bag as a 888? How can you keep your bag as a 888? And honestly, look at your birthday, anything with sales. Sales, yes, an 8 life path as a 888, you want to be generating revenue, you want to generating sales. People give you money, get something in return. Everybody wins. That's the mindset you build with as an 8 life path, born on 8. Nonetheless, you know, equal energy exchange. What goes around, comes around. People give you money, get something in return. People send you something, and they receive something from it. Everybody wins, everybody's happy. You have to be very honorable, very righteous, no scamming, no finessing, none of that, right? As a 888, you have a product, people give you money, and they actually get something from it. They actually benefit from it, you know? The world becomes better for you making money. So think about it. You want to be the type of person that, you know, you want to put yourself in a position where the universe can give you power and the world benefits from it. When the universe gives you more money and you're going to use it for good. You're going to actually do something with it. That's the test, right? As a 888, you're going to get those moments. The world, the universe is going to test you and going to give you those moments. It's going to put you into a powerful position. One way or another, looking at the birthday, you're going to get into those positions, right? You're gonna be in a position of influence. You're gonna be in a position of power. You're gonna be one way or another to actually do something different, right? So again, now when you do get there, you have to always remember karma is always watching. You're double eight, karma is always watching. See guys, karma is not about good or bad. I'll tell you this. Karma only good or bad and made up terms by humans. What's good for me might be bad for you, because we're completely different fucking people. What's good, karma only looks at balance and harmony. Whether you're in balance with the world around you or you're not, right? You steal a cookie when you're 3, you have a stuffy nose when you're 5. Every exchange of energy will be paid back and made equal one way or another before this game's over. So use a double eight. A lot of struggles in your life might be about karma in this lifetime or the last one. See, the problem is we don't know what's a past life. We don't know what we did, in past the karma. We have no accurate way of, checking that. So the best thing we can do is just live in balance and harmony. Treat others as you want to be treated, and do good things without expecting anything in return. Hope that makes sense, brother. How can you keep your bags at double eight? Very simple. You make money. You have money in your bank account. Draw a line in the sand. Be like, I'm not gonna go below this level anymore. Start playing it safe. Kanye West spawned on date. He was broke, became a billionaire, crashed out 2023, went from having 5 billion like 50 million, then to now back at the billionaire status. Eights always go up and down. The easy fix is don't be so risky with it. Don't put yourself in those all in and nothing situations. Make sense? How many more readings we got, guys? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, god damn. 12, 13. Okay, 12. We got 12 more. God damn, niggas. God, I appreciate every one of you. So you see how I do it, right? I don't skip through them. I give 100% with every single person. Every person's the same with me. Guys, that's the thing with me. I don't get impressed with anybody. Nobody impresses me. I look everybody at the same level. I give you guys getting a $10 reading the same qualities, the same level of attention and energy as I do the billionaires who I talk to. And your boy talks to a lot of billionaires. Not a lot of them, not don't get me wrong, not a lot of them, but the ones that do are very up there. And I wish them all the luck in these troubled times, brothers. I wish them all the good energy in these troubled times. Anyways, so my birthday is the same as Marilyn Monroe, just different year, 6/1/1985. My son's birthday is October 7, 2010. Any advice what should I try to get him into career-wise, and what's my energy look like this year? So this year you're now in the 7th year, so it's not going to be as good. But after you go your birthday into an 8th year, that's going to be the time to really take some action. This is the year you should really try to fatten up, make money, prepare for the end of the year. Think about before, do you know that, let's say as an example, I don't really, okay, fuck it, I say it. So as an example, you see war is coming. So you start digging the trenches. You start building barricades, right? You start, positioning yourself in a way that you strengthen your position. That's the mindset you need to have before the end of the year. You make money, you put it to the side, you have a backup, you have the safety net. You can, put yourself in a position when you're not going to be screwed when something goes wrong. You have a backup ready, right? That's your mindset this year, especially going to an 8-year cycle. Money is going to fix a lot of problems in your life, right? Obviously, money is not the most important thing, but goddamn, it fixes a lot of problems, doesn't it? It definitely fixes a lot of problems. The more you have it, some shit you ain't got to worry about so much. So eliminate those problems from your life in this year, 2026, after your birthday, you go into an 8-year cycle. Now, looking at your son, he's a level 8 tiger, born on 7th. So he's gonna be as a tiger, born on the 7th. Tough combination, brother. Tough combination, I'll tell you that much. So because tigers are very, very YOLO. Tigers are very, very YOLO. They don't give a shit. They go hard. They're not afraid to take risks. They try to impress others. They try to do some dumb as shit. Now, he's born on the 7th. That causes problems with health, injury-prone problems, right? So a lot of times, the mistakes in his life are going to be self-induced. A lot of his problems in his life are going to come from his own stupidity, So, those are the things to kind of watch out for him, right? Making sure he doesn't get into health issues just because he's trying to do something silly and trying to impress other people around him. If that makes sense, make sure he learns to balance his emotions. He's 11 life path born in 7th. He has a lot of potential, especially if he's mother or father. Again, I don't know your gender. You're talking about Marilyn Monroe. I assume you're a woman. So it's my bad. But if you're not, if you're a man, it is what it is. You didn't give me a gender. But essentially, with a parent like you, learning numerology, astrology, understanding the world in a deeper way, you can guide him towards very good directions. And invest in him. Invest in your kid. Invest in him, teaching him and guiding him. If it's not you who's trying to influence him, it's gonna be somewhere else. It's gonna be someone else getting into his head, right? You don't want that. You wanna actually be the one to making decisions on, which way he goes. And he's gonna do well in life. I like this birthday. Looking at this, he's gonna do very well in life. I don't think nothing you gotta worry about him. He's gonna really come into his own in his 30s and 40s. Those are gonna be the best years of his life. Money and stuff like that might struggle before, but later on, it's gonna be great. 7/21/2005. What are my main strengths and weaknesses according to numerology and astrology, and which numbers should I look for in a business partner? So, what are your biggest strengths? You're very good at making money. You need life upon the 21st. You can get that bag. You're very good at it. What are your biggest weakness? You're also really good at losing money. You're also really good at going up and down with money, making it, losing it, getting it, not having it, right? Always that up and down element with the date energy. You're born near the rooster. Don't be so aggressive. People born near the rooster and your innate life path, you gotta learn to play defense. Life for you is not just how you can get more, it's also kind of how you can hold on to what you already got. Does that make sense? This is, you really gotta focus on not just, wanting more and more and more, but drawing a line in the sand. Like I said to the other 8, right? What did I say to the other 8? Draw a line in the sand, saying this is the level I'm at. I'm not going I'm not going below this level, and you build yourself up like that, playing it safe, playing defense. So imagine if you're playing football, right? And your team, like let's say Americans, y'all Americans in there, I'll give you American football example. If you're playing football and your team is up 3 touchdowns, you don't need to throw the ball across the field anymore. You can run the ball. What to do, right? You run the ball, you play safe, you run down the clock because your game is already won essentially. You're up 3 touchdowns, right? How can you lose when you play safe? Now, a lot of roosters, they want to make it 5-0. They want to get 6 touchdowns. They want to literally make a record-breaking time, dominating the other opponent. So that's the thing you want to watch out for. Do not get greedy. Do not get, too anxious about wanting more and more and more. Think what you have already and how you can maintain the position as well. What should you looking out for a business partner? 3 life paths. Again, this is something Gary made public. I could tell you a lot of different combinations. I could tell you a lot of different energies, friendly and enemy. But see, you get what you pay for. So Gary made the 3 life path and 8 life path friendly energy public. 3 life path and 8 life path, very friendly energy. So this is you want in a business partner, a 3 life path only gonna benefit you. Now you're born on 21st, so people born 8, 17, 26th, really good as well. Bob Perez, you're a man. I hope I did it correctly. Not everybody is wired correctly in his world, sadly. It is what it is. So you know who Ashana Diana is, of course. What do you mean, brother? Of course I know. Johnny, damn Johnny, you didn't. This might be 30 minutes ago. But JRM collects, tell him that. I will, brother. Johnny, did you get me something? Alright, here we are. Where'd it go? Which one is it? Johnny, here we are, Johnny. Alright, male 2/16, 1997. I've been following, feeling really pulled to learn trading crypto. Have been feeling a bit lost last couple of months, but recently been feeling this energy that something big is changing. Brother, you should not be feeling lost, bro. You are a self-aware particle of the ether. Understand this. Understand who you are. Understand the power that you hold within you. Understand the lead. Try to, why do the lead have to work fucking overtime to shut us down? Why do they have to put so much attention and so much effort into dumbing us down? into programming us, into fucking up the pineal gland? Why do the elite go through so much hassle to go through it all? Because we have the power within. All of us, we have that energy within of true sentience, through God source, the ether. It's all part of us, right? That spark of divinity is within all of us. So the moment you feel lost, you gotta come, snap out of it and realize who you are, why you're here, what you're meant to be doing, and who you are, as an authentic soul, awareness, a self-aware part of the ether. You have this idea, you plant this in your head, you're never gonna be lost again, my friend. So now looking at the energy, going forward, big changes in your life recently, big changes in your life last couple of years, I'm sure. Big changes. Everything's changing. You see the world in a completely different way. And going forward, it's a lot about listening to intuition. You feel strong energies. You feel that something is, you feel pulled, the learning, trading crypto. Go for that. You're feeling strong energies. Something's changing. Your intuition is taking a next step further. Your intuition is taking a level further. Listen to your heart. Looking at the energy, you will do better. You will get better with age. You have one of those birthdays, you will age like fine wine. You will age like fine wine. You will only get better with age. The more money that you will make, the most amount of money you make will be when you're older. Now again, that might be in the 60s. That might be in the 70s. Who knows, right? But the type of energy you have, your grandkids are going to be happy. Remember that, brother. Your grandkids are going to be happy because you're their grandfather. So you ain't got to worry about it too much now. Just go hard. Make things happen. Go take action. And be the best version of yourself, and your grandkids will thank you for it. A lot to look forward to, my friend. A lot to look forward to. Alright, Master Lock 28, welcome to joining the team, the membership. Guys, you want to become a member? I'll be releasing new private classes to people in the membership. These are like the subscription version of YouTube. So you can subscribe, become a member. You're gonna get access to, advanced pictures, posts, that I make just for the clients, just for the members. Make shorts, make long form videos. You can connect me on a daily basis. You get discounts, guys. I'll put it out there. If you join the YouTube, the membership, you're gonna get discounts to Shungite and readings. You're gonna get readings, at a very discounted price compared to us out there. Just because you joined here, right? So there's a lot of perks to becoming a member. Definitely check it out. Numerology is just a tool. You can use it for good or bad, like with anything, correct. Alright, this is Johnny. 3/10/2004. Guys, again, see, I'm reading through it all. Why I'm taking so much time? If you got a reading and you gotta wait a while, it is what it is. I wanna go through it all. I'm not gonna go out there, I'm not gonna, skip someone else. I'm gonna go through it all. It is what it is. David, great update on the Q app. Congrats. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. 3/10/2004, your monkey. I know you're 1. Your girl is a 4/25/2006. 8, she's a 1 as well, huh? You're both 1s. Can be tough, my friend. Can be tough. You both 1s. You gotta let each other do the thing. Especially you is a 1 like a monkey. You're the older one. You gotta let the girl do her thing, brother. That's a 1 life bad dog. You gotta let her be independent. You gotta let her do her thing. Don't try to control her, right? Let her do her thing. Let her be the leader. And when shit gets rough, that's when you take over. Male 7 life bad on September 4th, 2001. Just got my intuition back today. Let's see what you got. Hey, congratulations. This brother got his intuition back today. Not sure what that actually means, but it is what it is, right? So your 7 life path born at 4th, very strong combination. 7 life paths struggle because they have all these great ideas in their mind, but struggle to bring them to life. People born at 4th struggle because they have, a lot of work ethic, a lot of dedication. They grind things out, but lack that intelligence. Think about it. The good 4 needs to be intelligent like a 7. Otherwise, they're gonna be a worker, be a brick in a wall. Just like a good 7 needs to have discipline and, work ethic like a 4. Otherwise, those great ideas don't get brought out to life. So in your 7 life by opponent 4th, very strong combination. You can do a lot in this life. Just like our friend Thor. Guys, Thor from GG33. Thor Torrens. I had him on a podcast in here, right, recently. And he was the, what's it called? An assistant for Trump in 2016 to 2020. He's a 7 life by opponent 13. The 7-4 combination. Very, very, very strong combination in numerology. You definitely have it going for you. Looking at the energy, make money now, bro. Work hard now, make money now. Not gonna get much better. Your financial energy is not gonna get better with age, so you better lock in now. New opportunities going forward. This is the best time, literally, in history, in your life potentially, to make money. Because going forward, the world is gonna change. Think about it. You have AI, taking over. You have all this bullshit. You have all these problems, that start popping up. You don't ever know which way it's gonna go. Right now, for you especially, now this is true for everybody, but for you especially, what I'm seeing is the best time for you to really make money. Now, lock in. Don't let a minute of it go to waste. You just got out of your snake year. You should be feeling very good about yourself. You should be locked in, taking action. What? You're in a 22 personal year. You're in a 22 personal year, my friend. If you're not, if this is not the make or break year for you, when is it gonna be? Go hard. Is knowledge a higher frequency than love? Because love is an emotion. Yeah, the highest. I mean, knowledge is different, right? Because knowledge, you can learn low vibration knowledge as well, right? So it's it's different. Love it. Thank you. Welcome. 7 Life Alone in the corner. Yeah, we back. All good. 4/14/1994. Gary told me not to start anything new before my birthday. I already started a new YouTube, kick social media, and started streaming in clips a month ago. Should I stop or keep doing it? I mean, if you already started and you gotta keep doing it, then go hard, do it, bro. So honestly, maybe Gary hasn't looked into this too much, but like 9 energy is not the worst for content creation. So when you look at someone like PewDiePie, so open his channel on 9 live per day. Look at someone like Mr. Beast, open his channel on 9 live per day. Think about it, the 2 kings of YouTube, Mr. Beast and PewDiePie. Go to the channels, look at look at the founding date, and you're gonna see both of them started their channels on 9 live per days. So if there's anything you wanna start, doing is, this sort of shit, right? So I mean, should I stop or keep doing it? You should keep doing it, brother. It is what it is. Now, I would agree with Gary. I would have told you as well, don't do it before your birthday. Go hard, start it, especially in the 1 year, because you ain't gotta wait that long, right? But if it's already started, keep grinding, keep doing it, keep getting into it. Do not slow down. If you slow down, then you just prove that, be an exception. Be an exception of this case study, right? There's always a chance to be an exception. There's always a chance to supersede what you're doing, because of your authenticity and your force, right? Be the one who controls the energies, not the one who's controlled by them, right? So again, if you stop now and you just quit it, then you just, then you prove Gary right, right? And he's gonna be right, a lot of big chunk of the time. So but it's up to you to essentially make sure you can actually make it work. Looking at the birthday, looking at everything I'm seeing right here, you can make it work, brother. Nothing stopping you. Starting in your 9 year, it is what it is. But you just gotta work with it now. Alright, 1, 2, never heard of it. See, that's the shit. I don't remember what this was about. What in the world are you wearing, my man? You mean my shungat? Or you mean my sailor outfit? I don't eat that shit. Nobody's 100% safe. We all live in a floating ball. Do we? Little Caesar. Oh, we're talking about Little Caesar, bro. Yeah, Little Caesar. Fuck that shit. What to do in person in 6? More responsibilities. Yes, sir. You born 9. If you born 9/9/1999, does that make you a 9? That makes you a 1 life path, my friend. You're 1 life path with a lot of 9 energy. Christopher Nolan's a 9 life path dog. Stay hasty. I like it. funny word to use. Found some celebs with very similar charts to mine. Some of them look really like me. Interesting. David to start a horse year, very good. Got a lot planned for this year, but I've been seeing 13, 13, 14, 14 alone in your stream yesterday. I saw 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. Does this mean anything? Just the frequency of the matrix, bro. Don't put too much attention into seeing numbers, bro. Don't get caught up in that bullshit. David, I'm a horse, but I still love Tony Robbins. He's amazing. Why? But I just don't like Shaq for some reason. I respect him. Give me a full birthday, bro. What's your birthday? What's Tony Robbins' birthday? That's gonna help you a lot more than just to ask about it. Brother, I don't know who's Tony Robbins. First time I'm hearing about it. Let me look this nigga up. Who the fuck is Tony Robbins? American author, coach, and motivational speech. I mean, shit, you know. Maybe he's got it going for him, bro. Enemy signs attract as well. What do you want to tell him? What do you want? What do you want me to tell you, bro? Shit is what it is. Not sure what you want me to tell you, bro. Anyways, 9:30. Again, you gotta give me a birthday, bro. I don't remember that. Matrix set me up, plus my mom is 13 years old, is 11 life path. I'm a sister in my enemy sign. Damn. Brother, you're 11 life path. You're here for those tougher challenges. May help, you know, as fucked up as it might sound for me to tell you this, make sure, you know, you let those things make you stronger instead of letting them make you weaker. That might be hard for you to do, but, you know, if you do that, then you're actually learning as 11. That's what it is. It's tough. It is tough, yeah. What if you're born in with a 0 at the end of the year? Does it enhance the number next to it? So 1990 would enhance the 9 energy? Sure. Yeah, 1990 anyways has a lot of 9 energy for sure. 1980 monkeys get paid. No, a lot of 1980 monkeys, they about that back. They for sure are, right? A lot of 1980 monkeys are fucking wealthy. A lot of 1970 dogs are very intelligent. They are, you know, actually I've done the research. I've seen a lot of teachers who are 1970 dogs, literally. So it's out there. 3 is satisfying, being the middle class. If 28 is number wealth, what is the meaning of the number 17? Smart money. 17 is smart money combination, right? They can use their brain and use the intelligence to get money, make money, get paid. Gotta switch up. 1027 2008 11 life a rat and a mirror. Any advice on material success, money. You're born the 27th, so honestly, look at the birthday. You're born 2008 as well, right? So that has an element of 28 in there. You gotta be a leader, right? But also, you ain't gotta be always the one inventing new things. You can be one to take something and make it better. Where did this go? Is this one? Oh shit. Alright, success, you know, advice in enemy year. Traveling is good for you. You also, you go in, 1 person year. See, you got trapped, you know, 1 person year and your enemy year ain't gonna be good for you, brother. You can still take action. Now, in a 1 person year, I'm telling you this, you don't wanna be stagnant. You don't wanna be stuck in one place. You don't wanna be just, doing nothing. If you're doing nothing in a 1 person year, it's gonna be worse than, actually taking action and failing from it. Because the 1 person year, 1 energy is all about learning lessons. Going to a 1 person year, being a pussy, ain't gonna benefit you because you're not learning those lessons. Now, this is the time for you to actually, in a way, put yourself out. Now, I don't want you to get into trouble. I don't want you to go do something crazy or start too many new things that you might end up regretting later on. But just the actions you take this year, be ready for them to fail. Be ready for those things to fuck up. And use those as a lesson to better yourself for future. That's my advice for you in this enemy year, right? Think about it as a training. Think about it as a practicing year, right? Think what can go wrong and prepare ahead. That can be a great thing for you guys. Rats, people born 1984, 2008, 1996. Thinking in this enemy year what can go wrong and prepare ahead. You're going camping, pack an extra tire. You're going traveling, make a copy of your passport. Your luggage gets stolen, enemy shit, it happens. At least you're not gonna be completely screwed, right? You gotta make a copy. That's gonna be a great practice for you to essentially do in your enemy year. Any my advice on material success? Find a good mentor. You need a good mentor. You need someone to follow. You need someone. Don't try to do everything alone. If you're trying to do everything alone with your energy, more or less it's not gonna work. You need actually people you can bounce ideas off. You need people who are already made it and align yourself with them. You're a rat with the 9 energy. That's how rats do it. They align themselves with an agenda. They align themselves with a person who's already there where they want to be. And then they use that to build themselves up. Is amplified. Curious the difference between someone who's a 3-9 with amplified 9. Not sure what that means. You got you good. 20 is number wealth. What does it mean number 17? I told you, brother. January 6, 1992, 21 life battle looking at purchasing a house, door number 966, reduction, but concerned about the initial 9. Don't worry about it, it's a 6 house, you gotta worry about it. Nothing, that's good, doesn't affect you negatively. Does it cause issues given I'm at 21 and no worries at 6 energy strong? Correct. But what you want to watch out for is the enemy stuff, right? So you're born near the goat. If the house is built 2009, 2021, 1997, you have the ox, not going to benefit you. You want to be in a house built in a friendly year, a cat, goat, or a pig, right? Because you're a goat. Same thing with the people, all the other people in it, right? You have a wife, you want to have a kid. You know, if you're planning, let's say you're planning to have a kid in 2027, your goat year. Again, doesn't make sense to have an ox house, right? Anyways, you're an ox, but not better example. Let's say you're planning to have a kid 2028 monkey year. You don't want to be in a house built in near a tiger. This is how you think ahead and find those friendly houses. One thing is the number on the door. A different story is gonna be the year it was built. So both of them we don't consider. Any other number? How to expand it? I'm not sure what you mean. Anyways, Matt Blix with $10. Appreciate it. I emailed you. I need help getting my notes from our personal reading. You emailed me. If you were starting from zero with a baby, how would you? Huh? If you're starting from zero with a baby, how would I go about making money? I mean, shit. Send me another email because I might have missed that. See, the thing with my emails, I got a lot of them. So, you know, sometimes I do miss them. So send me another email, remind it to me. And if you need notes from the personal reading, it was up to you to take notes. Guys, the first thing I tell me in my readings is to take notes, write stuff down. Because I'm talking from my head. I'm not reading from a script. I'm not reading from a script in my readings. I'm talking what's coming straight from the soul, right? So again, it's gonna be up to you. I can send you a lot of information. I can send you knowledge and classes and files to study. But when it comes to stuff we really went through, you know, it's gonna be kind of up to you as well with it. But if this is Maddie, if you're the 1987 cat, I can't tell you now from the picture here. But if you are the 1987 cat, I will definitely get back to you and hook you up and give you as much as you need. So I will definitely all loud to my cats, of course. All right. Next one. Synthetics Dynamics 96. By the way, I have readings coming up today still. I have a reading in an hour and a half, so I hope I can finish before that. Anyways, appreciate every one of you here. I appreciate every single one of your souls here. I hope I can give you value. I hope I can being able to provide and show you this knowledge. See, yesterday was a bit different, right? Yesterday I was going much more harder, right? This today, the 3-2 energy, this eclipse energy, kind of mellowed me down a bit, but also to kind of, you know, actually give you those readings and show you how I want to help you guys, right? This is what gives me the kick, you know. This is what motivates me, being able to help you. So I do appreciate every one of you. If you want to get a full reading, you know where to find me. And if you want to join, we have the memberships on the channel. I'm going to be releasing private, only exclusive channels, exclusive content just for members out there. So definitely check it out. Become a subscriber. That's how you support the channel, eh? That's how you support the channel. Alright, Ratborn 3-1 1972. File Life Path. This year is my enemy year, but Life Path looks like should be taking risks. What do you mean by that? How do you approach this year? What should I focus on? No, brother. Where does the Life Path look like you should be taking risks? No. I do not see that. I do not see that. You're in a 4-person year as a Life Path 5. 4 and 5 are enemy numbers. This is not here for taking risks. In a 4-person year, you shouldn't be taking too many risks. No. How do you approach this year? Work, grind, be dedicated on a consistent basis. You want to take advantage of this year, become the best version of yourself through your daily routines. That's my advice for you. Who is this? Synth Dynamics 9621. You become the best version of yourself this year by writing stuff down, making a blueprint. For example, wake up in the morning and write down what are the goals today. You're gonna work out, gonna make some money, gonna read something, and boom, you have just elevated yourself on 3 different levels. Do the same shit tomorrow. Do the same shit next day. Do the same thing every other day. Build yourself up consistently. You can use this year for good. You can use this year to better yourself. You ain't gotta just sit around, hide in the corner with a fucking finger up your nose, not do anything. That's not good either. You gotta actually do something, right? In a 4-person year, you gotta work. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta grind. So just taking baby steps, one step at a time. One step at a time, building yourself up step by step. That's the best idea. Now, next one, Dame Rick Q61 with 15 Australians, appreciate it. 1991, you're male. What year cycle am I in? What type of girl should I be looking for to find a wife? So, my friend, you are in 11 personal year. The personal year cycle is calculated when you take your birthday with the current year. So when you turn 1 year older, the life path of that day is the energy you have for the next year. So this year birthday 1/9/2026, 1 plus 9 is 10, 2026 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, so 20 means 11, right? So right now, this year, you went into 11 personal cycle. So this year, 2026, is going to be all about awakening for you. It's going to be all about leveling up your mind, right? 11 years can be tough, 11 years can be challenging, no doubt about it. But those challenges a lot of times will push you to become better and to actually evolve, right? So this is the energy you're in right now. Another question, what type of girl should I be looking for to find a wife? You are 3 life path. So again, I'm gonna go based off, what Gary made public. 3 and 8 are very friendly combination. So look for people who are 8 life paths. A woman who's an 8 life path, very good. You want to avoid women who are 4 life paths. When someone life path has up to 4, that's not a good person to deal with because you're a 3, enemy numbers. You're also born near the dog, my fault. You're also born near the horse. Horse is best friends with the dog and a tiger. So look for people born, for example, 1994 to 1998, tiger, 2002, horse. 2006, dog. They're growing up now as well. Find a friendly sign. Find a friendly life path. You'll do great. You know your friendly enemy numbers, right? So you're born on the 9th. Avoid girls born on the 1st, 10, 1928. That can play a role as well. So there you go. This is how you do it. Compatibility on different levels, and you align yourself with it as much as you can. That's what makes the difference. Best way you use Numerology, honestly. Growing up, my favorite type of Yu-Gi-Oh cards are dragons, and I'm a dragon. Makes sense, brother. Makes sense. Cat with a cat tattoo, literally. And I didn't know I was a cat. Really. Just really watch your emotions. 111 personal cycles. Can't really start anything new. And also, male. The issue with tattoo is energy transfer too. The person modifying your tempo well, you cannot trust them 100%. For real. Nomad Prince 93112 with 20 bucks. Appreciate it, brother. Great. I'll keep it in mind that 9 year 28 still may take the position as he'll train me up. Also broke up with my ex. She was 6/22 1993. We had a 33% compatibility. My intuition was telling me to let it go. Q-App confirmed that for me. Power of the Q-App, hey? Power of the Q-App. We're actually going to be updating the compatibility calculator. We're going to be revamping it in a way to make it more, personal and make it more detailed. For example, having the ability to choose between the career, business, friends, or relationships when calculating compatibility. So that's definitely coming out there for you. But it's Gary's system, right? It's Gary's algorithm. Obviously, it's going to be accurate. So I do not see you with the first reading you had. Let me look at the birthday. Tell me, guys, if you see this birthday. The prince? Who was that? That was the prince, right? Brother, you gotta give me a birthday. You gave me all of this information. You gave me the ex's birthday. What the fuck I'm doing with this, bro? You gotta give me your birthday. Anyways, what can I tell with this, brother? Great, I keep it in mind. Male between... Oh, wait. Is he there? Male between. Feel like I get karma behind it, though we just couldn't make it work. I don't think you get karma behind it. Let me look at the birthday. She's 5 life path booster, born on the 22nd. Can be a tough energy to deal with, honestly. Can be a tough energy. If you had a 33% compatibility with the Q, what is there to say, right? That was not it, getting to a 33% compatibility. There must have been a lot of enemy energy going about. Where it came from, I can say I don't see your birthday. But if you got, together with a 32%, you screwed up. You got through it. You did the right thing. It is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. Numbers don't lie. Like Gary says, men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. We're so back. When can you say about the war and how the policy cannot be applied? What can you say? I talked about this at the beginning. Oyosolki with 10 bucks. Appreciate it. You're from Japan. That's a good, cool name. 10/18/1986, 7 life path on 18th. Male, what would be my best match for romantic partner and potential wife, mother to my kids based on numerology and astrology, Western and Eastern astrology. Alright, let's walk you through it. So you are 7 late paths. The best people for you are 11 late paths. People who are 11 late paths, you know, friends, co-workers, business partners, or relationships, 11 late paths will be by far the best for you. 7 11 balance each other. 7 11 complement each other and bring out the best in each other. Now, you're born on the 18th. That's a 9. 9 is friends with the 4. 9 is friends with the 5. That's what Gary made public again, right? So people born on the 4th, 13th, 31st. People born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd. Really good dates. So now you have your life path, friendly enemy numbers, and you have your date, friendly number to look for. Now you're born near the tiger. Tiger's good with the tigers, horses, and dogs. That's the 3rd level, right? And now 1028. My ass has to literally double check. 2028 is Libra. Then 28 is Libra. So let's see. Libras are friends with what are the trines? I don't fucking know. What are the trines? Let's see. Yes, Libra is friends with the Aquarius and the Gemini, right? So you can look for Aquarius and Gemini as well. So just to give you, right? That's the 3 things you need. Separate question. I just won my notes from our personal meeting. No, you emailed them right after the reading. Okay, yeah, Maddie. Yeah, yes. I see. You're a 1 life path. Yes, a cat. I remember you. I recognize you. Of course, I recognize you. Might have not been in person, but you sent me many docs and everything. All right, Maddie. Just hit me up again. You have my. Is it Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Correct. Correct. I'm not a Western astrologer, am I? I don't really pay too much attention to that. Gotta pick a poison, right? So anyways, your circle. This is how you have your compatibility. The life path, the date, the year, and the month. And for $10, I just gave you all of them because I was able to. There's a public information. So there you go. Anyways, Nate B. Chimens with $10. 5/12/1994. Hey, yesterday said I made a bad imprint by moving the big state to Ohio in a 1 life city in 2025. I left on 11 day and arrived on a 22 day. So this imprint still bad. We'll leave soon though. Yeah, it's still bad. How would that make it better, brother? How would that make it better? You want to think that, master energy is not going to benefit you? No, brother. Stick to the basics. Don't try to outwork it. See, a lot of people make this mistake and, Maddie, took a lot of notes. You lost them. Super bummed. But I know you sent me an email with PDFs. Alright, type GG33 in the email chat, Maddie. Type GG33 in the email chat. And if you still don't find it, send me another text. Send me an email so I found it and find it. And I'll get back to you. Anyway, so Nate B. Chimmons. So many people make the mistake of trying to outsmart Chinese enemy energy. Trying to outsmart, trying to gaslight themselves and be like, oh, it's not gonna work because of this. Oh, it's good because of this, right? Trying to find a way out. Don't make that mistake, brother. You do not need to do those slip-ups. That makes sense? It's still shit for you, right? What else can I tell you? It's still bad for you, brother. Get out of that shit. Now, why the hell are you in Ohio anyways, right? Why the hell are you in Ohio? Isn't that like a dumbest state where nothing's going on? So again, I haven't never been there. My fault, right? But I mean, if I was in America, only place I'd be is Florida. Like, that's the only place I've been. Granted, no, I could be in Arizona as well. Arizona, I feel like I would do well in as well. That's a peak state, obviously, but Sedona and, that high energy areas there. I would definitely do well in Arizona. So maybe some nice areas like Montana, the nature there. Where I would like to see myself, or even as traveling in America, but the main place would by far be Florida. That seems like that seems like a no-brainer to me from an outsider, right? Florida. How much for reading? $232 if you want to get the full reading. Are you in GG33 Gold? What job did you have to afford it? I mean, brother, I got a scholarship. Hey, I couldn't afford it. Gold was like $5,000 when I joined in 2022. I was like, trying to hustle. I was trying to make money to get into gold. I was in silver. And then on my birthday, when I went to a 32 personal year, 7/20/2022, Gary gave me a scholarship to gold. I mean, he made the right investment, didn't he? I've got him that money back fucking 1,000 times, brother. Honestly. 1,000 times, when you look at the big picture. Anyways, Francesco Bills, 10 euros. Appreciate brother, my euro brother. You up late just like me. Hey again, mail 10 January 1999. Do you have me for a good mentor? Do you have for me a good mentor to look out for? Which books do you recommend? Where do you get your info? History books. Decoding the Hive, my friend. Decoding the Hive. That's the only book I really recommend. Decoding the Hive. What else can I tell you, bro? A good mentor for you to look out for. Carry the numbers guy. Roger. People in GG33. Me. You know, said, hey, I'm getting the level. I can put myself in that convoy. But anyways, you know, who is that sort of look for, right? If you wanna... I'll tell you this, brother. I'll reply this to you. The time to reply to this super chat expired. Fuck. Bomba clot. So anyways, DM me on IG, DM me on Discord or something like that. I can send you some stuff, right? This stuff is not really out there in the public. The books I want to recommend to you, the books I want to share with you are not going to be able to just Google. And you can find one of them, but to get the full book series, you know, it's going to take me to essentially send you them. So, check it out after that. Yo, David, you say send a... So definitely hit me up, brother. Francesco Bills, 10 January 1999. I look forward to seeing a DM. I look forward to reaching out with me because you sent the donation, bro. I gotta give you those books now. So definitely reach out, make the connection, and I'll hook you up, my friend. Yo, Delhi, you joined Q Lifetime. I have to say Q Lifetime versus Bronze. Strategizing from 8 personally in October. Can't wait. Hope you enjoy, my friend. Hope you enjoy. Q Lifetime is a lifetime investment, and I hope to see you on Sunday in the meetings. Every Sunday we have a Q&A for the Q Lifetime chat, so definitely tap in. Every single Sunday, what month day is it now? It's gonna be 8th of March, right? 8th of March at 22 live per day. No, 3 live per day, my fault. It's getting late out here. 8 March, 3 live per day. That's the next Sunday Q&A, so I hope to see you there. Gonna join GG33 Silver soon too. You do it with my link, guys. You wanna join Bronze, you wanna join Silver. If you haven't already, go through my link, right? There's an affiliate link for everything. So go through my link, gg33logic.com. If you wanna join Bronze, you wanna join Silver to support my channel, to support what we're doing over here. You know, it makes it the same way for you, anyways, right? So, anyways, I very much would appreciate it. You wanna join Bronze, wanna join Silver, wanna join the Academy. Do it through my affiliate links on gg33logic.com. Alright, Veronica 2580 with 10 bucks. Hey Virgo 917 1976 73. My arcs next year 2027. I will be in an 8 life path cycle. 53 enemy age year in my enemy year. Any advice? Let's see. Am I tripping? Oh yes, you will be in, you know, you're going through a 1 year cycle after your birthday. So before your birthday, 2027 is actually gonna be a great time. Because you know why? Because if you have a 9 life path cycle and your enemy year, you're not supposed to start new things on any of them. You're not supposed to take big action or do anything crazy on either one of those, you know, energies. So you're gonna get in 2 birds with 1 stone, honestly. You know, that's gonna be a great time to kind of lay back, take it easy, chill out, go travel, you know, and really focus on some sort of self-improvement. Before your birthday in a 9 year cycle, whether it's working out, whether it's, you know, doing something, whether it's learning new information, just taking baby steps, you know, step at a time, just figuring, you know, becoming a better person today than you were yesterday, becoming better tomorrow than you were today. That's my advice in a mirror, right? Just especially in a 9 year cycle, kind of focusing on the self in a sense of just small baby steps on improving yourself. Learning something here, doing something there, you know, because what else you gonna do? You don't want to take big moves. You don't want to go hard. You don't want to risk anything. Small steps at a time. That's how you have a good enemy year, essentially. You don't take risks. You avoid starting new things. You don't make any imprints. But you don't want to just stagnate either, right? You don't want to just stagnate and just sit on the rock the whole year, right? Who wants to do that? So that's what you do, baby steps at a time. Now, after your birthday, you go to a 1 year cycle. Then the challenge starts because you're going to feel in a 1 year cycle, you want to go hard. You want to do something. You want to take action. You're going to be in a 28% cycle. That's going to be the time for you to, you know, get paid, make money, you know, do all of these sort of new things. That's a trap. That's gonna be the trap, right? Before your birthday, it's gonna be easy for you to kind of lay low, play safe. But after your birthday, when you go to a 1 year cycle, then you're gonna really feel. You're gonna feel like you wanna do something. You're tired of waiting. You wanna go hard. You wanna take action. That's a trap. Avoid that. That's gonna be very important, right? To kind of, keep doing what you did before, right? It's in the sense of, whether it's working out, tapping into one energy, working out. You can have some sort of ambition. 1% a year, you definitely don't want to sit around and just do nothing, because you're gonna only feel worse. But you don't want to start new things. Compared to after your NM year ends, 2028, you have a year 2028 in a 28% year. Look at that, huh? Look at that. This person, and you are 20 life path as well. No, thankfully you're 37 life path. God damn, I was just doing the math. So look at this person. She has 28% year in the year 2028. That's gonna be amazing year for you. Literally, look forward to that. Get through 2027. It is what it is. Everybody goes through it. There's no good without the bad. So you get through 2027. Have a very good year coming up for you, 2028. Followed by your rooster year, 2029. When you go to 11 year cycle. God damn. Very good looking life. Very good time. Right? Very good time. Just get through the enemy year. You have a lot of good years to look forward to. And you will become very spiritual. You will become very spiritual going forward. You will start waking up even forward. And going forward, expect to feel a strong sense of mission. You might feel it already. You might feel it already now, feeling a sense of mission, wanting to make a difference, wanting to make a change. You're going to see it amplify come 2028, 2029. Because that's what the 11% does. You're going to start tapping into your own higher self. And that's going to change the course of your life, my friend. Look forward to that. Alright, KS Kazukovi with 899 New Zealand's. Appreciate it. If enemy of 9 is 11, my lucky number is 11. Born 1991, November 23rd. Weird parties. I'm in a 7% year and I won 3 lottos. The richest zodiac, the GOAT. That's funny. What's funny about it? I don't get it. You're 11 life path, and what is the 9 come into play? You're 7, 5, 7. You're 9. My bad. Yes. So if you're 9 life path, 11 is a lucky number. You shouldn't be using it. Just like, let's say you're 3 life path and the lucky number is 13. 1 is 4. 3 and 4 enemy numbers. You shouldn't be using that number. Honestly, just keeping it real. So you shit out of luck. What is this to say? Now you won 3 lottos. There you go. You're not that much out of luck. But you shouldn't be using the number 11 as your lucky number. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? So you just kind of miss out on that. It is what it is. Just gotta move accordingly. All right. How do the house number work? Let's say you're living in 840B. Do you switch the B into a 2 or no? Yes, you do. If the house, it depends. Is that the address or if that's the number on the door, right? Sometimes if you're living in an apartment and the address is one thing and the house number on the door is a different, go with the house numbers. The main energy, that's the most important one. And when you live in a house and you say 84B, then you look at the big thing, right? So obviously you add the date, you add the number in there as well. Sorry, the letter. But when it comes down to it, the main key is the number on the door. Make sense? Alright, prod by Voodoo with $10. Appreciate it. 11/18/2002. Can you give me a reading? I'm a 33/6 life by horse. You're an entrepreneur trying to become a millionaire. I had months where I hit 50K a month, but then I fell back to 15K a month. I need advice. 15K a month is better than most people in the world are doing. So you got that going for you at least. With your energy, the 32 energy is a bit vague. Let me put it like this. The 32 energy is tougher for you to reach than for, other 33s, because you gotta jump through a lot of hoops to get to that 33. You gotta keep the 11, 18, 2002. Only then you get to it, right? So for you, it's all about gonna be action. It's about staying hungry. It's about, actually going hard and not letting, the laziness take over. Not letting the 6 energy manifest. Go hard as a 33. You need motivation as a deeper mission than just money. That's what you need. Looking at your birthday, that's what you need. If your only motivator in life is money, You're not gonna give a shit at the end of the day. You hit 50k a month. You know why you didn't get to 60k a month? Because when you hit 50k a month, you felt like, this is cool, I got it, I got it, doing good, right? And then couple months later, you're 15k a month, then you're now like, oh shit, I should have kept the momentum going. You gotta stay hungry no matter how far you get. You're a horse. That's why you need a different motivational for you than money. Horses don't get motivated to money. Horses need something different. Horses need a bigger picture in their life. That's what horses need, right? Same thing for you, my friend, especially the 33. You want to tap into the 32 energy? Gotta go hard. Now, the 6 energy, very strong in there as well. Building a family, having a kid, that might motivate you. Think about it. You have a kid, you have someone else you're responsible for. That's gonna bring out the best in you. Really. This is a big, big year for you. Don't let a minute of it go to waste. Alright, let's see how many guests we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, 4 more. 4 more. God damn, we're getting to the end. I'm a man who's gonna happen. What's gonna happen to me this year? 27 September 1986. A lot of completion until after your birthday. So you're a tiger, but you shouldn't really start new things before your birthday. You should do it after your birthday. Make sense? Maddie, you did a super chat. Put a question in the comments. Also got to book my birthday. All good. I went through you. Life at 4, Destiny 8. We don't really look at the Destiny number. Your name can always be changed. Your birthday can't. Easiest way to make money. You gotta give me a full birthday. But if you're life at 4, there's no easy way to make money. Sorry. 1/14, 1993. Know my prince. Did you get a reading before? Nomad Prince. Ah, yes. Let's see. Keep in mind, she was 6/22, 1993. Let's see, where are you? Where are you, Nomad Prince? I just saw you out here. Alright, she was 6/22, 1993, and you are, so 6/22, that's a, that's a 5 life path, and you are 1/14, 1993. So you're 1 life path. Interesting. I see the problems. I see the problem. Loud and clear, I see the problems. So anyways, you're a monkey. Monkey and rooster anyways aren't gonna be the best. I hope you weren't together too long. I hope you didn't break her heart, But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, not the best compatibility. Look for the dragon girl, honestly. You're a monkey, look for 2000. Yeah, get a younger girl. Again, 2000s aren't that young either anymore. So get a 2000. That's the best advice I can give you. If you're starting from a blank slate, you're starting from scratch essentially, look for 2000. Your life will be completely different than ever before. You're gonna need a 2000 in your life. Let's be real. A 2000 in your life gonna bring out the best in you, and you can actually take it. You can take criticism. You're 1 life path, Capricorn. You can actually take someone telling you what the right thing to do. So that's my advice for you. Best advice for 33/6 life path: take action as a 33, and to neutralize the 6 energy. Right. A lot of 33/6s is a lot of free will involved. If you're living life as a 6, don't claim to be a 33. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take action. I need some water, guys. I need some fucking water. I'm out here. I'm completely out. I'm dry. Separate question. I just want my notes. You emailed them. Alright, Maddie, I see this. We talk about this. Nico with $20 again. Appreciate it, my friend. You're male, 12/2/1966. What type of wifey should I look for? Thanks. So we can talk about some stuff. So let's see. Your birthday, 3/5/1966. So you're not life path. 9 is enemies with the 1. 9 is enemies with 11. So definitely avoid 1 life path. Definitely avoid 11 life paths. Those are your enemy numbers when it comes to life path. Now, 9 is best friends with the number 4. So what you can do is look for 4 life paths in relationships. Look for wifey. When you take their whole birthday, it adds up to 4. Those will be some of the best for you, right? Literally. Now, 5 life paths can be really good as well. 5 life paths, and so it's up to you what you want to do. Do you want a consistent relationship? Do you want somebody who's very reliable, very down to earth in a sense? Or you want somebody who's, giving you the highest of the highs and lowest of the lows? That's a 5. 4s are gonna be more consistent. 4s are gonna bring you more down to earth, right? A 5 is gonna be someone you kind of have to chase a little bit. A 5 is gonna be someone in a relationship you have to chase and kind of pamper do and follow, in a sense, right? So that's your two options essentially when it comes to friendly numbers for relationships. For the 9, that's what Gary made public. Now there's other ones as well, of course. I can't get into those. I'm just telling you what's out there in the public. 9 is friends with the 4 and 9 is friends with the 5. Those are friendly life paths. Now the best years, you're a horse. What do the horse needs? A dog next to them. Someone born 1974. No, that's a tiger. 1970, you're the dog. 1974, you're the tiger. Even honestly, even 1978, you're the horse. A horse and horse could be very well together. Now going forward, 1982, you're the dog. That's how you do it. You find a friendly life path. You find a friendly Chinese zodiac year. That's the one to go for. You are now in a 5 personal year. This is your horse year, and you're in a 5 personal year. 5 is a very sexual energy. 5 is number attraction. If there's any year for you to kind of get married and go out there and find a good wifey, this is the year to do it, my friend. I wish all the good energy for you. Jungle 4908 didn't give me a message. I hope it's down this summer. Let's keep an eye for Jungle. Hey, there we did. Found it. 12/29/1981, met a rooster. I'm in the middle of a lawsuit due to work injury. Can you tell me how it'll work out for me? I would need more details on it. When it happened, when did you sign it, what's the things you're dealing with. If you want me to tell you how it will work out for you, I gotta get more details. I gotta see the full picture. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a psychic. I'm not here like this. Oh, how it's gonna work out for you? No, I don't do that, brother. I just read the energy of the matrix. Now I do have that crystal here with me. Check out this crystal, guys. I found it myself. So this is what I like about crystals. Not just, buying them at the store, but actually finding themselves in nature, right? So of course, when it comes to shungite like this, like look at the pyramids. You can't really find this in the nature, right? This is only in Lake Shunga from Russia. So that's what you need, 28shunga.com. Look at these pyramids. If anybody was tuning into the stream during the day, I told you, like the big pyramids I have, that's the big one. Think about it. This thing is massive. Huge. Anyways, but this stuff, right? This is something I picked up myself, like pure mountain quartz crystal, right? Very different. So, crystals can definitely amplify the energy when it comes to manifestation. Holding this, you can definitely tap into the ether more. This is like pure ether energy. Think about it, right? This is fully connected to the ether. So, being tapped into this can only benefit you. But essentially, when it comes to you, 3 and 5-year cycle as well. Can you tell me how it will work out for you? It shouldn't be a problem, but it depends on a lot of different factors. If you want to give me I want to give you an actual insight. I need to see the full picture. If I had to say, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I do not see nothing wrong with it. 5 personal cycle. Maybe the change, is coming away, but it can be like a roller coaster. You can get to your desired results, but it might not come as easy as you want it to. It might be a bumpy round, bumpy ride. That's what I tell you. How to actually decipher these number meanings. For example, what does 28 mean wealth? Think about it. 28 days in a moon cycle. 28 days for the menstruation cycle. 28 days, 28 is the swastika, 7777. The Jewish symbol, the Star of David, can be built with 4 sevens. 27 times 4, 28. A lot that goes into it. What's the 8th energy? The particles. All the particles follow this pattern of the 8. What goes around comes around. The yin and the yang. When 2 8s come together, 2 particle cells come together, they make one unit that becomes an atom, becomes a molecule of something action with visible energy that we can see and touch, right? So see, the 8th energy, 28, is really about, the energies coming together and generating power, right? It's a lot to go, and that's just, me getting a couple of sentences. There's a lot that goes into it. You're in Arizona, 11 light per state. You're a 7 light per horse. Not bad. Not bad. You're male, 1266. I'll talk to you about this. You're 7/31/1995. You're in 11 personal year. What does it exactly mean? Life-changing year, my friend. Waking up. See, my wife born 7/4. She's in 11 light per year as well. Guys, my lady literally is waking up at such a high level. Like, I'm proud. I've been together with her 8 years, bro. Think about it. 8 years I've been together with this woman. And for the last like 5 years, as I've been waking up, I've been, going deep into this shit. I've been researching conspiracies. I've been telling her everything's poison, everything's fucked. See, I was telling her about Epstein, in like 2022. In like 2022, 2021, I was telling her about Epstein and all of that bullshit that's going on, right? And it was not until now, her 11 year, when she's like, God damn, David, I really saw it, this stuff you're talking about, it's all real. And now she's telling me everything, like she's not just going to the surface level, she's going to the deep level. My God, she's literally getting to the same level as we are here, going to the very deep level. And because she never wanted to believe there's so much evil in this world. She never wanted to fully believe that this is so fucked, So now now she gets it. Now it is what it is. Now she understands it's all poison. Now she gets it's all fucking upside up against us, right? And it's her, she's gonna be the one sending me new stuff, information that I haven't heard about, right? So like, double is in the chat for the lady, eh? And she's an 11 persevere. That's what the 11 years do for you. That's what the 11 years do. Alright, Daniela with $10. You're 724, 1987, NYC. Shout out to you. My daughter is 8/22/2021. What's the line for us next? Any money warnings, move timings, or things to watch? Also cycle right now. So the personal cycle you're in right now is a 22-1. You're in a 22 personal year. This is the time for you to build a strong foundation for yourself and strong foundation for the rest of your life, right? Always use the 22 years to work hard, be ambitious. This is not the time to be lazy. This is not the time to kick it back. That comes after your birthday this year. After your birthday, 7/24/2026, then you go to a 5-year cycle. That can bring a lot of new changes into life. That can be a lot of new, moves and little switches, right? Doing something different, working less, traveling more, enjoying the fruits of labor. Work hard now for the next 5 months, so then you can enjoy the fruits of labor after your birthday in a 5-year cycle. So now, for your daughter, she's an ox, a hard-headed ox. She's an 8 life path. Hey, I like this combination. She'll do very well in life. She's an 8 life path on the 22nd. She'll definitely do very well in life. So this, what's the line for us next? So next year is going to be her enemy year, right? She's going to go through her first enemy year, essentially. Literally. So in her enemy year, if you think about it like this, you ain't gotta doom and gloom, you ain't gotta worry about it, something bad's gonna happen to her. Don't think about it. Never manifest those things into existence. Where you put your thoughts is where you find yourself in, right? Positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes, negative thoughts lead to negative outcomes, right? So within her enemy year, you still gotta be careful. A lot of kids, 6 years old, get injured, hurt themselves, do something dumb, things of that nature. Keep an extra eye on her, right? Keep an extra eye on her in 2027, her enemy year. And also think, you don't really want her starting anything new in her enemy year. For example, think about it. You want her dancing ballet, don't put her into ballet classes 2027. It's her enemy year. You want her doing something, I don't know, whatever. Don't put her into doing those things as the first imprint. That's the kind of thing to go for. So any money warnings? Not really. It looks pretty good for you. The thing with you and your finance, it ain't come easy for you. Looking at your birthday, it ain't come easy for you. You want it, you gotta work for it. You have one of those birthdays, but the struggles you go through, the effort you put in is gonna define, how much you get. There ain't no freebies for you. Don't be wasting money on no lottery, man. You ain't gonna win that shit. I'll just keep it away for you. But with a daughter like this, an 8 life upon the 22nd, she's gonna be the rich one. She's the one who's gonna get that paid. She's gonna be the one with actually money in the life, as in the family. So with her, you probably started making more after she was born, and with her, push her towards starting something of herself at a young age. Don't let her be one of those 22s who's always building up someone else. I mean, she can be someone who's building up. She can be the great woman behind a great man, essentially. But honestly, if you want what's best for her, then building something of value for her, right? Building something that's real. Working together with her at a young age to building something, that with her name on it. Whether in the teenage years, in the 20s, whatever, or even younger, something, some way, 22s dominate when they build something and, bring something into existence that wasn't there before. Make sense? Alright, we got a couple more. Then I can go to sleep, eh? And I got a reading to do. I got a reading in 47 minutes, guys. Gotta hurry up. What's up, bro? What's good, brother? You're 32, file life path, 10/16/1995. You're currently in sales, looking to join Rob, run it up from IG. That's the brother you should join. Is this the right move, being in an 8% leader? Exactly, very good imprint. What is your advice and what are the career options for me? Thank you, bro. So when it comes to Rob, don't look at Rob as the career option. Look at Rob as a good side hustle. Look at Rob, run it up as a good way to make extra money. That's how Rob teaches it, bro. He's not, one to tell you go all in and base all your life around it. Because if this trading, very few people can pull off, trading being a full-time trader, right? Very few people should actually choose that as a career option, honestly, based on birthdays. So when it comes to Rob, he's not gonna teach you guys to go all in and just put all eggs in one basket and just go do this the one thing, become rich of that. No, he's gonna take you to tell you to grind it out. He's gonna tell you to step by step, right? Building yourself up slow and steady. Starting with, making this much a month. Next month you might make a little more. Next month you might make a little more, right? Don't look at run it up as, a get rich quick scheme. Look at run it up as a solid side hustle that can bring you wealth, build your wealth long term if you do it consistently, because you can make money from there. And you can have a lot of free time going forward to do something else, still make money from there. Doesn't take much time. Doesn't take much effort. Just gotta learn it. Hey, you wanna try and run it up signals? I have my affiliate link for that as well, of course. GG33logic.com. I appreciate it, my friends. Anyways, all the career options. Let me look at the birthday now. So you are any career options is a file life path on the 16th. Anything, if you're in sales is a good thing for you, brother. I don't think you should change. Sales is one of the best things for you. Sales is one of those things that is not really gonna get replaced. Sales is not gonna really get replaced compared to a lot of, hey, my cat out here. Sales is not gonna be one of those things that gets replaced by AI as fast as other things. So sales is a pretty good thing, bro. I don't see why you should be changing that. You just need change, even as a sales job, you need to do change. When life becomes too boring, when you're stuck in a routine, that's when problems appear, right? You just gotta learn to deal with the 5 energy fields to move around it so you don't start slipping, doing something stupid. See, a lot of times, people who have 5s have problems and they think that's from somewhere else. But then I'm talking with them and they'll have yeah, it's clear it comes from somewhere else. It's clear that 5 energy issues come from not traveling, not doing nothing different, being stuck in a routine. Right, there was a 5 literally. You were they were about to quit their job. They hate being there. It's I don't remember. It was something. How the fuck was it? Anyways, your problems are gonna follow you, bro. The things you don't like in that job are gonna follow you in the next job. The first 1 month might be great. This is new environment, new opportunity. But the more you get used to your environment as a 5, the more problems start to appear. That's the thing. Alright, Bernonican, hope that helps, my friend. So what career options, sales, you have sales experience, continue on the sales route, get better on that. But you can also start selling something of your own, right? File life paths, do well with health, selling health products, selling supplements, selling stuff like that, selling a lifestyle. Right, selling a lifestyle, that can be a good thing to sell essentially. Beauty products, 5 number model, beauty products for the women. A lot of money they spend on beauty, a lot of money they spend on that sort of shit. So, those are some of the opportunities to go for. Any travel stuff, think about it. You could be selling fucking luggages and suitcases online in a store, having your own suitcase brand, right? And you could say, oh, you're 5 life by selling suitcases, right? Alignment with energy. The possibilities are limitless. You just gotta use your imagination and then find ways to, imprint or connect your intent with the frequencies around you to get the best of 2 worlds. Can I get the QF for free? I don't have money for it. Maybe, bro. Comment on my video, the last one I posted, and maybe I'll be giving them away. I'll be giving away Q Plus and GG33 Academy on that video. Alright, couple more. Elkowski, $10, 6/23, 1993. Tell me everything I need to know. Past, present, and future. I'm single. Past, present, and future. Alright, growing up probably wasn't easiest for you. Growing up, I can see a lot of problems, a lot of struggles, because you were master number 33. 33s and, born in 1993 at 22 years a year. A lot of times had those challenges growing up. So childhood was not easy for you. I can see a lot of drama, a lot of emotions, a lot of negativity, a lot of trauma, even perhaps growing up. So it's for you, it's all gonna be about step by step, getting better with age. Don't worry about those things that happened before. Look forward, right? Look forward into the future. Look forward to really tap into authenticity. Those things you went through in life are what's gonna teach you to be the best version of yourself. That's the number one thing you gotta realize. Those things you went through, everything happens for a reason. As a master number, you're gonna have harder challenges than other people. As a master number 33, you're gonna go through more shit than everybody else because those are lessons you need to learn now. Does that make sense? Now, the present is, you have become more spiritual. You have become more spiritual as you started growing up. In your 30s, you started waking up a lot more. You had big awakening years, like we were talking about before, right? 2018, 2021, 2022, when you had the stellar activation cycle started, that was a big time for you as well, right? After that, you started waking up at a massive, massive rate, as did a lot of people, but especially you. After that, you definitely started, becoming more self-aware, started becoming more conscious, and that's the journey that has led you right here. Veronica, how did I forget to reply to the second one? What do you mean? I did. My bad. I skipped through it. Almost forgot to add on my one life path. How does it impact my 2027 Virgo Ox 917 1973? Not that much, brother. Not that much, sister. Not that much. It ain't gonna benefit you at all. Don't try that. I'll keep telling you guys. Don't look for these cheat codes. Don't look for these easy ways out. Don't look for a safety net, right? If it's 2027, it's gonna be shit. Just play accordingly. Don't try to say it, I'm a 1, it's 2027, 11, 1, 11 of friends, maybe it's not gonna hurt as much. Don't do that. Don't play around with that, you don't need that. Even so, let's say you might have a better time than most other 1973s. Cool, but I don't want, there's truth to it. Don't get me wrong, there's truth to it, but do you really want to go out there thinking like that? Do you want to go out there into the world thinking, I'm gonna be better than every other 1973, and then get caught up doing some bullshit? I don't like that. I don't like that mindset, right? I don't like the mindset looking for his ways out, trying to finesse the system. And again, this is Cat telling you this. Guys, if there's one sign that loves trying to finesse the system, it's gonna be cats. It's gonna be these ones right here, eh? It's gonna be these cats who try to always finesse the system and try to play around it and try to, gaslight themselves with psychology to make sure it doesn't happen, it doesn't apply to them, they can get over it, right? So many cats fall into these traps, right? Even myself, when I was just starting, I always, always did it like that. So again, I snapped out of it. I realized, how this game works. You don't really want to play around it. You don't want to take those unnecessary chances. So, hope that helps, Veronica. Hope that helps. Anyways, El Gatovsky, you're born on 23rd and you're single. I don't like that, brother. You as a 23rd, as a man born on 23rd, you do need to get some attention, brother. If you're not getting any, you get depressed. So you watch out for those traps. There's a lot of corruptions. There's a lot of traps. There's a lot of psyops. When it comes to that 5, sexual energy, don't fall into that bullshit, brother. No watching porn for anybody, right? That depletes your life force. It's one of the worst things you can do. Why did I bring out the yellow cat when I said that? Because that brother was just chilling here, bro. He was just in the right place at the right time. Alright, mozzarella moi with $10. Appreciate it. Hey, you might be the last one of today. If then nobody else gets another one. What's up, David? My birthday is 10/9/1994 and my 33 life path or 6. You're at 33, brother. What do you mean? You are 33. Now, you're not the purest 33 if you're born 1/9/1994. You can make an argument, you make a little bit of pure 33, but 10/9/1994 is a strong 32 energy. So you're 32 life path born in the 9th. See, they say 9s have a big ego, 33s have a huge ego. So when you're 32 life path born in the 9th, you're a master ego, brother. You gotta master really yourself, right? You gotta, master your ego. Don't let the ego get bigger than yourself. Don't let your ego stop you from evolving and actually, being the best version of yourself. Very, 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 very fucking important for you with your energy. When the ego becomes too great, it's only gonna hold you down. The ego is good. We all have an ego, right? The ego is what tells us in this matrix, in this video game, to believe in ourselves, right? To do what we need to do and to go hard. But when it becomes too great as a 9, you are here to actually adapt to surroundings. So being a 33 life path, born in the 9th, this tells me you're a very old soul. And what this tells me, this is not your first time being a 33. This is not your first go around passing into that 33 reincarnation. So this is the time for you to also let go of things. Let go of things. Maybe make this reincarnation the last one you have. Let go of things, finish things, wrap things up. Anything holding you back, anything negative in your life, you gotta let go of it. Whether it be people around you, I don't care if it's friends or family or something else. You gotta let go of anything holding you back. That's how the 9 energy comes to play together with the 33 energy. Now, what's a good career option for you? As a 9, 33, let me look at the birthday. Not a 9 to 5, but a 9 to 5 will not work for you. A 9 to 5 desk job doing the same shit every day will not work for you. Best career options, honestly, something that has you, moving. Honestly, has something that has you changing. Honestly, something like, for example, real estate. You ain't gotta be the one investing in real estate. You can be the one actually, traveling and selling real estate and things of that nature, right? For example, right? Anything that's you changing, anything is different, everything is different every day. That might be the best. Again, a lot of different options. Go to the Q app, get the career consultant if you want to. But I could give you a whole bunch and I give you 10 different jobs. But at the end of the day, the number one thing you gotta realize in career is 9 to 5 desk job ain't it. Being stuck, doing the same thing every day, being in a systematic approach every day, wake up at the same time, go to the same place, do the same shit. That's what gets you depressed. And you can attest to this, my friend. You don't want to do that shit. Being independent, being your own boss is gonna be by far the best for you. Especially as a 33. People at 33s, you're not here to meant to take someone else's road. You're here to carve out your own path. If that makes sense. I have 82 viewers. God damn. Wait, it black screened. 82 viewers. Can you listen in the app? Ain't that some shit, huh? Ain't that some shit? Right, last one. Mr. Sylvia here. Born 7, guys. I got it fixed. Don't worry. 7-3-1970. Tell me what I need to know. What do you need to know? You are not life path born on the 3rd. Your friend group is essential. Who you're around, what to surround yourself with. That's the number one thing you need to understand. You can never be the best version of yourself, no matter how old you are, right? Your environment is key. The people, your friend group, being a loner. Looking at your birthday, I can definitely see becoming more of a loner. I can definitely see you, cutting people off a little bit. Looking at that birthday, interesting. Very interesting birthday. So you don't really like a lot of people anymore. You've been waking up recently, even last 20 years actually. Even last 20 years, you've been waking up. Sylvia, life is different for you. You don't really like most people, do you? You think most people are dumb. You think most people are not at your level because you're constantly evolving yourself and elevating yourself. Last couple of years, 2025 and now 2026, big changes in your life. Honestly, looking at you, we can expect big things from you. We can expect, definitely big things from you. Align yourself. So my advice for you is this. Align yourself with people you resonate with. Get in with GG33. Join the family. Get a reading. Join the Q app. All of that stuff, right? This is your team. I feel like this is the best people around you. This is the best environment for you. You ain't gonna find people who are like-minded. You ain't gonna find awakened people, essentially, too many, in too many places in the world, like you do here. If you're around people who are asleep, Sylvia, if you're around people who are, dumb, it ain't gonna be good for you, is it? You don't want that, do you? I think this makes a lot of sense for you when you think about it, eh? I hope it does. Alright, guys, how long we been doing this? Another 2-hour stream, huh? Another 2-hour stream. 3 hours already. God damn, the 3 hours doing readings in here. That's the thing. When I started, I was giving rants. I was telling all of this shit. But, then it's just, it's readings. And guess what? This is my life. After this one, I'll go pick up the phone, call Amy, Give her a reading. Literally. She's a level up a cat, you know. Any advice you wanna guys give me for a level up a cat? I know, I don't need advice, but still, a level up a cat, right? So I have a reading coming up for a level up a cat. I got a lot to talk with her, that's for sure. Level up a cat, that's a good energy. I like that. Anyways, guys, you know where to find me. You want a full reading, 1 hour. You guys like what I'm doing here for 10 bucks, you know. I give a lot of insight, don't I? I go into it deep. I go digest the information. I make sure you get what you pay for and give you the best knowledge. But if you wanted me for an hour, you know, you would not. This is most of the stuff in a 1 hour reading. I do not even talk about here, right? We literally just don't. So, you know, that's the best way to learn this information properly, getting a full reading. If you want to learn classes, GG33. Goddamn, Agent Wick, bro. I was just wrapping this shit up, bro. Anyway, just and a rooster. He has a rooster, of course. Doesn't let me go. And no, I'm choking, of course. Agent Wick, I'm choking. All good. 8/14/2005. Let's see. I don't want you to feel bad. It's all good, right? And you have 20 energy as well. Look at that birthday. Wait, I'm actually no, you 11 energy. Sorry. Maybe some 20 energy in there if you believe enough. But that you are 11 life bad booster born on 14th. Life is a lot of times gonna be a. Gotta do two of them. Guys, no more readings, please. I gotta go soon. I got 30 minutes left. I gotta go soon, guys. No more readings, please. Anyways, Agent Wick 30 with 10 bucks. 8/14/2005 female. What is the best career path for me? Any advice or good predictions? Dangers. Let's see now. You're 11 life path born on 14th, right? So being 11 life path, the best career option for you will be what you are most passionate about. Literally. That do be 11/5 exactly. So now, 11 life path born on 14th, find what fuels your fire. Find that you love doing the most amount and go all out with it. Look at your energy. You know someone with your birthday, guys. I always tell you, find people, find celebrities, find historical figures that align with your frequency, who you're with the same energy, right? So for example, you 11 life path born August 14th. Guys, I know 11 life path born August 23. That's Kobe Bean Bryant, born 8/23, 1978. 11 life path born on the 23rd August, literally. So Agent Wick, even though you're female, even though you're a rooster, you have a very similar energy to Kobe. So you want to study Kobe Bryant and look what made him special. He was obsessed with basketball. That was his number one thing he cared about. Every morning he woke up, that's the number one thing he thought. How can he become better? How can he get to the top? How can he master the game of basketball? Because he took his passion and really elevated it, right? To take it to the next step. That's what you need to do. You need to find in your career what you love doing the same amount as Kobe Bryant loved playing basketball. And then that's how you'll be successful. Does that make sense? Any dangers? Bad relationships, my friend. Bad relationships, watch out for those men. Those are gonna be the biggest setbacks in your life. People of the opposite sex. as easy as literally. That's the thing you gotta watch out for. Just because you can get with someone doesn't mean you have to. Number one thing you wanna watch out for. Listen to Gary when Gary says, I wanna say that shit, but listen to Gary what he says. It's a lot of truth in that. Lot of truth in keeping yourself pure and uncorrupted. My wife is my wife's supposed to be. I ain't gotta say that shit, but I'm good with that. It really does make a huge difference. So people born on 14th is not just for the women, right? For the men as well. Men born on 14th, their biggest weakness is women, right? It's not just people of the opposite sex that can really drag you down when you have the 5 energy. You born 2005 as well. Like, didn't Kobe have probably didn't Kobe had a good relationship? Sure, with the dog, he's a horse. But didn't Kobe have like some allegations and shit like that with women? That's the fucking. He's born on the 23rd, right? That's what drags down 5s. So I hope that helps. Mystica with 10 bucks, birthday 5/18/2000. Any channel advice for me? You get a reading, honestly. 7-9 combination. Don't I always say the 7-9 is one of the combinations that gets the most amount of readings from me? Literally. 7 light paths born on 9/18/27th. 9 light paths born on 7/16/25th. Amazing combination. Fine, this is where you're meant to be. Study, learn, evolve yourself. Because right now, the more you can learn now, put it like this. Right now, you're in a learning phase. We all have a learning phase in our life. I feel like looking at your birthday, you're in that learning phase now. And when you get older, in your 30s and 40s, it's going to be all the knowledge you gain now is going to help you propel yourself to success. And you're going to be actually putting in work to make the world a better place in your 30s and 40s based off this knowledge. Right now is the time for you to study, get to it, your 7 life path. Never stop studying, right? Always keep learning, but also to really understand, like, this is the time. This is the time. You are here for a purpose. You're here for a mission. With your 7 energy, you're not here to do what everyone else is doing. 7s are here to teach. Guys, would you guys agree the only way to make this world a better place is through knowledge? Don't you agree the really only way to make this world a fully better place is gonna be through knowledge and education and teaching? So why can't the 7s step up and be the teachers? That's what we need from the 7s. That's my advice for you. Any channel advice, that's the channel advice. Alright, last, wrapping up, guys, this is the last one, right? NTC 9284 with $50. Appreciate it, brother. Wife 1515, that's a good one to wrap it up with. Wife 15 1991. Me 16 1982. Wife pregnant. Going to be born early June. Any advice or name for boy and day to be born? Alright, let me think. She's on 7, 6. Alright, she's a 9 life horse. Yes. And you are... Okay, we have a 4, we have a 9 and a 4. Dog and a horse. Very good combination. 9 and a 4. So let me just do some math. Let me look at the calendar. Open up the calendar. So early June, you said, yeah? Early June. What about late May? What about late May? The man, yes. What do you mean? Late May, does it work as well? I might like late May more, actually. So what are the late May dates? I mean, 28. You want a 28? 28 May might be pretty good. That's a 7 light per day. That's not gonna be good. So again, guys, this is serious shit, right? Just give me a second. I gotta calculate things too. It's a 9 day. That's a 1 day. I don't want that. No. We go to June then. We go to June then. Yeah, June is gonna be best. I mean, what are the options, right? What is the timeline? Do you have like a week to give me? June 1st. I mean, June 1st is not a bad day. June 1st is an 8 light per day. Definitely gonna help you guys. Definitely very strong energy. Very aligned with the both of you. Honestly, June 1st is pretty good. June 2nd, that's gonna be a 9 light per day. I don't know if you want a 9 light day. For the wife, it's fine, right? She's a 9. But for you, do you want a 9 light per kid? You want someone that actually, is a bit tough on the tougher side, right? Being a 4 light path, being a 4 light per horse. Sorry, dog. You might want somebody who's on the tougher side. June 1 is pretty good. June 3, obviously, is at 1 light per day. Ain't gonna be good for a lady. June 4th, June 4th is a very strong day. June 4th, just let me tell you, June 4th is a very, very, you don't want a 9. I knew it. June 4th is very, very strong as well. It's 11 light per day, but as we know, 11, it's the master number, doesn't get affected that much. So June 4th, I like June 4th as well, right? 11 light per day on the 4th, strong combination, kind of Barack Obama. I don't want to give the Epstein people a shout out here, but Barack Obama. Wait, is the chat glitched again? Anyways, June 4th is very strong as well. June 5th is easy. June 5th is like I won't say an easier life, but 3 light per day on a 5th. Definitely a very fun energy on the fun side. Very you're a 4. That's not gonna do. So what options you have, honestly? The June 1st is like one of the only real options. we have May 31st. That's gonna be, that's a 1 light per day. Ain't gonna be good. And then the May 30, that's a 9 light per day. May 29th. So May 29th. So you have between two 8 light per days essentially. Either it's May 29th. May 28th can work as well. But also, honestly, that's like a 7 light per day. I don't feel like May 28th is gonna be that strong, Depends on what you want to go for, right? You as a 4 light path, you might want somebody more down to earth, essentially, who you can connect with strongly. If it's gonna be a boy, right? You want a strong combination with you. If it's a 7 light path, it can work out, but you might have a lot of differences in the way you think. 4 is being more down to earth. 4 is more materialistic. 7 is more out there, more dealing with other stuff. So honestly, you have now, what I'm seeing is between 2 8 light path days, right? That's gonna match well with you. That's gonna match well with the wife. And that's honestly someone who's, 8 life paths are very motivated. 8 life paths can be very obsessive. 8 life paths can be the one you kind of really work together with personally and build up. So you have kind of between May 29th and you have between June 1st. Let me just do some math, brother. June 1st is gonna be easier. Honestly, June 1st is gonna be a lot easier. June 1st, but both of them are gonna, both of these signs have the good and the bad, right? So honestly, June 1st might be easier for you. 8 light path born on 29th is a kind of volatile energy you're signing up the queue for, right? If that makes sense. 8 light path born on 29th, in May 29th. It seems a bit more volatile, so to say. June 1st, it's gonna be a strong day, that 1 energy, right? So you get a 1 in there. I like that. I like June 1st, my friend. Because think about it, you need that 1 energy in there as well. That ambition, that drive, right? It's a 1 universal year, born on the 1st, right? You need more 1 energy. Gary always says, right? You gotta, after 2000s, there's so much more feminine energy going about. That's why people are so much softer. So when you have a kid who's an 8 life path, born on the 1st, right? And born 2026 of 1 universal year, it's gonna be built different. So I like that one for you. June 1st. Hope that helps, my friend. Hope that helps. A name for the boy. Have the E be the first letter. First vowel. Start the name with the E first vowel. Tone down into that 1 energy even more. You can start the name with the letter A. You can start with, the letter J, the 10 letter, right? Or, letter S, 19 letter. That's a 1 as well. There's not 28 letter, but so either start the name with letter 1, or, the first vowel is going to be the A, right? So tone down even more that 1 energy. Use that 1 energy, amplify the 1 energy, and there's going to be a strong boy, a strong horse, and you're going to get really, really well along with him. And you train him well, yeah? Alright guys, that's a good one to wrap it up with. Been a pleasure. See you all guys in the next time around. And yeah, this is how it's gonna be. March is my lucky month. I'm gonna be going hard in March. 2026 is my big year. I'm gonna be going hard in 2026. If you want a full reading, you know where to find me. If you want Shungite, you see me dripped out, right? You see me dripped out with double Shungite. This is the best thing, one of the best quiz in the world. I wouldn't lie to you guys. I wouldn't promote this shit if it didn't actually work. Shungite, any person who's got a Shungite can talk in the readings or talk in the chat here and say they feel a difference. You feel different by having Shungite around you. You want to join classes, GG33logic.com. If you want to join the memberships, you want to become a member, like Master Lock 28. Notice he has a sign next to his name, eh? He has a little icon in there. That's because he's a member. People who are members in my channel, I'm starting, my own thing over here. I'm gonna be teaching them actually classes that, not released to the public. Discounts to my readings, discounts to all the services, just by joining the membership right here. So, there's a very good deals I'm really popping up for my people here. So, shout out to all you guys. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. It's been a pleasure, nothing but good energy. And, this reading was a lot more chill, right? I couldn't do it like yesterday, bro. Yesterday was different. Yesterday, that the clips down, you got a different me out of me. But this time go around, I was a little bit more chill. But it's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys again real shortly. Trust me, I'll be keeping this shit going. So again, once more, been a pleasure. Salute. I would keep it going honestly for a longer time, but I got some readings to. I got some work to do. And the Q app needs me as well, right? Get the Q app, obviously. A lot of big changes coming with Q app. I'm gonna be training, consultants. We're gonna start offering, different consultancy in the Q app, whether it's for family, business, relationship, anything like that. So a lot of work to do, honestly, and this is good, guys. 2026, is still normal, right? This is appreciate every moment you got. Appreciate every moment of peace. Appreciate every moment of love. Appreciate every moment of good energy that you have in your life. Don't take nothing for granted. It could always get worse. It could always get worse. Think about that shit. If life knocks you down, you just think it could be worse. There's always a level below where you're currently at. So be thankful you're not there and work with what you got. And go hard, guys. Don't let a minute of it go to waste. This is the time to set yourself up and move towards the reality you want to be in. Law of one, that's going to be a guide going forward. Alright, guys. Peace out.